Give you Long Beach vibes, huh?
No, he is from Long Beach though.
You know the stereotype about Long Beach niggas.
Yeah, I know it.
Sound about
Don't
right.
we all?
That sound about right.
I don't know what that meant, but I.
Yeah, me either. So I was just agreeing.
He sound like a Long Beach nigga. He sound like
Views.
he singing with that smoke in his throat.
City on fire. Still gotta smoke.
I can see how bright you shine every time we get alone. I just wanna wake up with you, sunrise every day, 'cause you changed me. Finally found the one who makes me whole. 'Cause I can't breathe without your love.
I've been on my shit this week, man. I ain't really been listening to no music, man.
This Teddy Swims too?
No, this is this brother named Otis Kane. Crazy name, son.
I'll never find a recipe, babe, for someone like you again. 'Cause when you smile,
Peace, y'all. This is Views from the 7 podcast. This is another week down. Second week of January, right?
Yo.
Second week of January. God damn, man. I used to love this time, but I'm coming around and really hating it, man. It's tax time.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man.
I used to love times like this.
Depends on where you at on that tax
Boy,
bracket, man. You gonna need to
shit,
love it or hate
man.
it.
Hey, man, January 8th. Y'all already know, man. Views from the 7th annual Pajama Jam, man. Now they
What about the one? What about the one in February?
did I say
February 8th.
January?
You said
You did.
January.
Damn, February 8th. I'm so sorry. February 8th. I got a minor headache right now, man. So I'm trying to. Mike, take the camera off of me if I break out this motherfucker, man. February 8th. Views from the 7th annual Pajama Jam. Get yours, man. Did I say peace, y'all? I ain't introduce everybody, huh? This you got Spence. I joined my homeboys. SO.
Yes, sir.
Ivan.
What's good?
Wifey in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? It's another week, second week. This is an extended 2020, I feel like.
2025.
Hell no. 2020 was COVID, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when the shit hit the fucking fan. And it just seemed like we ain't had a down year yet. Shit been crazy.
No, this year came in. I mean, I don't know why, but like lately, it seems like the last few years, like the years start off crazy.
Yeah.
Since 2020.
Yeah.
Since 20 man. I don't know.
Ever since they had them brooms standing up. They opened up the portal. Got real crazy.
Hey, I don't know what's going on, man. It's fucking nuts, man. It's fucking nuts out there. Y'all be safe out there, man. That's all I can really
Yeah, absolutely.
be fucking safe out there. It's fucking crazy.
Pray for Compton.
For what?
I don't know. They just need prayer.
Oh.
The fire not even coming yet, is it?
No, it's
I
not in
don't think
Compton.
so.
I just want to say pray for Compton.
Shout out to them, man. I don't want to feel. I don't. We gonna get to it, man. But I don't really want to sound so insensitive. But it's other places to come than Vegas.
What do you mean by that?
For the
I know what you
people.
mean, but what do you mean by that?
Don't come here.
Why?
Don't come here.
Nigga, they
That's really all I got. Like
We full?
full as fuck already.
Oh, no, they coming.
They coming, baby.
Oh yeah.
They coming.
Yeah. We get into it though. So what's been going on, man?
I'm chilling, man. Half my house, power outage. We broke a breaker, and that's when I realized I am not good at like fixing shit in the house,
All right,
man.
man. Be careful, man.
Not
Yeah.
that handy.
I am not that handy. I will call somebody in the heartbeat. Boy. Call the hey, my friends, and call them up
Yeah.
real quick. Fix this.
I know like a few things like dealing with cars and shit. I'm not really into cars, but I know a few things where if I had to get my hands dirty, I can knock them out.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I'm all for it, man. Go ahead
Can't
and
do an
call
oil
somebody.
change?
Go ahead and call somebody.
I can't
Nah,
change
ain't
the
fuck
oil.
on the oil change.
I can change
It ain't the oil change, it's the leaks afterward.
I mean, you probably ain't got that. You probably ain't got that
ain't got-
screw. You probably ain't
You
tied
got
screw
that
all
pan
the way
tied
in.
in.
I think at my Porous, I changed my brakes before.
Oh, you better than me.
I was at my Porous though. I
Okay.
couldn't imagine I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine doing that now. No.
You better than that now?
Yeah, I'm way above that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm way above that, brother.
I can change the tire. That's my max.
Change the tire?
I can change the tire
You
easy.
can change
the
That's
tire?
easy.
I can change the
I
tire.
ain't changing oil. I ain't changing brakes, no calipers, none of that.
No, no,
shit.
no. I didn't say I'm
I
changing.
can change the battery.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
change
not
the
saying
battery.
I'm changing brakes. I said I did change them. I did it. I did a solid
By
job.
yourself.
No, it was me and my homeboy.
Okay.
We did them on his car.
Why you doing your car?
nah. Let me see. I've changed brakes. I can headlights, all that shit. That's no issue.
I've changed that light before. I think about it.
Fuses, I can
Yeah.
change fuses.
I did use it.
Battery box.
Oh no, he
You
solid.
doing all right, yeah.
Got a solid foundation.
I
got
can
you.
check the oil.
Everybody can check the oil.
Shit.
Not changing that shit is.
You ask some of these niggas that like to be led about checking the oil. Yeah, that's probably where I begin and end.
Okay. You ain't
That's
too
solid
far.
foundation.
That's about average. That's cool.
No,
Yeah.
that's above average. I promise you.
It's crazy. Niggas don't know how to change like a tire. That should be crazy to me. Like, damn. Figure it out, my nigga.
Oh, it's changing the tire in the heat.
I get that, but shit, man. That AAA take too long. You be like, man, fuck this. I'll do this myself.
A lot of people out here don't know how to jumpstart their cars.
A lot of people
Oh, yeah, I
don't
can
do
jump start a
that.
car. I can
I've
just start a car.
I've judged a
I forgot about
lot of niggas when they don't know which one goes
Which one
first,
goes-
the black or the red.
They
You know what I'm
finna blow
saying?
themselves up. Stupid asses.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, you said that's above it?
That's
What?
I see some niggas that know how to break a car down. Like
They can
Like,
break
bitch.
into the motherfucker. We can break into them and
that's what
jump
my
start
daughter.
it.
My
Yeah.
daughter is a fucking criminal. My daughter can break into any fucking car you can think of.
Where did she learn this trade from?
I have no fucking
YouTube.
idea, but she.
Literally
teacher?
YouTube. Yes.
There's a
we'll show
couple.
you how.
There's a our car for sure. The one I drive, my work car now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. My work car now. She can.
Nigga rig it up and start it.
No, like if we lock you lock the keys in it or something, she can
Mhm.
get up in there easy.
She got one of them window tapping things.
I don't know what the fuck she be doing. But I was like, you are a fucking criminal.
She been watching New Jersey Drive
She
too much.
is a fucking criminal. But you say that's above average?
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do me a favor. Go on your Facebook or social media or whatever. Ask niggas. Niggas
I
on.
don't like doing. I got to do it in person because you can Google when you ask on Facebook.
No. It's not. Ask niggas how many of them have a pair of jumper cables in their car. I guarantee you.
Oh no, not that many.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? Niggas don't
I
have
got
none
the,
of that.
we had the little box. The
The
little
little box that's jumped.
Yeah, that
I
you
know.
can
Yeah,
jump
so you don't
with,
need another car to
you
do
don't need
it.
another car. It's just
Oh,
a
that's some new
It's
shit.
like $50.
yeah.
Is
You
it?
definitely need to
Mhm.
have that in your
That's-
car.
So you don't need another car to jump it. Just
Oh, that's some cold
just
shit.
a
I
box
had-
and you put the
Do
two
you guys
things
keep it
on.
charged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's charged up. I had called somebody out for like roadside assistance, and he busted out the little box and started my car up. And I said, "Where did you get that from?" He was like, "You can go in AutoZone." Like he showed me where to get it from. I said, "Okay, yeah, thank you," because I won't ever be calling for roadside assistance for this again.
That's $100.
Yeah.
That's $150 job right there. Easy.
Yup.
For
Jesus.
2 minutes, for not even 2 minutes, it was like a zap, and car came right
Wait,
back on.
y'all use y'all roadside assistance?
Hell yeah.
What?
I used it like 2 months ago. Hell yeah. I
That is
paid
cra-
for it.
That don't emasculate you none?
You know what? And
Hell no.
it did a little bit because I felt
Do it.
I couldn't get 2 bolts out the damn tire, and it was pissing me off because they had used the gun and like screwed in there, so I couldn't turn it. So I had to call them.
Wait, you use roadside assistance for changing the tire?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
3
yeah,
of the
you
bolts
gay.
off, but the other 2 bolts I couldn't get off. They was on there
Big
2
vagina.
times.
You big
some of-
vagina.
some
Hey,
of-
man, don't
You
judge
big
me.
You
vagina.
stripped it. You stripped it.
It was they had to use
Yeah.
the gun, so I had to call them.
Oh yeah, you gotta call them for
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, ours is through our.
But I did
auto
feel like a little bitch
insurance.
though when I did it. Like
Only for towing. Only for towing. I've only ever used it for towing.
And I'm definitely using it because as much as they fucking charge us,
damn
come
right.
out here and help us.
Shit.
I need help.
That makes sense.
Yup. You use it, pay it, use it. Shit.
So what you was trying to do in your No, Ivan, you ain't getting away with this. What can you do?
I'm handier like around the house. I did landscaping, so I can do yard work. I can, nigga, you done seen me in action with them tools before.
You know, use a lawnmower.
Absolutely, all that. You gotta
Alright.
do all that.
I don't. That's something I've never done before.
You never mowed a
You
lawn?
ain't never mowed a lawn. I could see why though. Ain't that much
trying to
grass
think,
out
you
here.
I mean,
know,
yeah.
what grass am I going?
I mean, yeah, all the grass in the rose garden is brown. I get it. You're a cigarette flick away from being
Nah,
homeless.
no,
I get that.
You know what? As a homeowner, man, I'm scared to touch shit around my house
Why is that?
because I gotta fix it. So I'd rather just be
Come
one
on, man.
I'd rather be one and doneer, man.
I feel you.
I'd rather be one. It's you know what I mean. Like shout out to everybody that rent. I understand why niggas be renting because all you gotta do is come handle this,
All that maintenance.
call
yeah.
handle this. But when it's on you, one and doneer. I ain't even
Yeah.
fucking around.
And then if you have a home warranty for them to come out, it's like $100, and sometimes they don't even be wanting to cover it.
Yo,
Jesus.
Yeah, it gets real ugly
that's a hustle.
because you are the person to call.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, homeowners insurance, boy, that shit worse than car insurance.
It is.
Yeah, YouTube changed the game though. Like with YouTube, if you can't figure it out, it's a you problem.
It's funny too because we need 2 breakers, and my mother-in-law like I can change a breaker. I can do it. So I went on YouTube and looked at it. I'm still looking like, nah. I'm finna call them.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Call them
call them folks, man.
Fuck it.
Yeah, don't mess with the electricity.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. I be seeing women on TikTok where they be switching out their light fixtures and stuff like that in the home. They have to go out and switch off the breaker and all that, and then they go and actually install the fixtures themselves. I'm like, I wonder if I could do this.
If you don't
Try it.
I'm scared.
If you
Just
don't,
Try it.
All you gotta do is just turn
Yeah.
off that power.
Yeah, and I know where to turn it off
if you
at.
don't say my
I know where to
friend,
turn it off
ain't
at.
touching nothing up in my crib, man.
Man, my mom almost got me electrocuted. I had to change the smoke detector, but it was hardwired to the house. But I didn't turn the
Oh,
main power
no.
off, and it was above the stairs. So I got a ladder on some stairs. She holding it. Man, that shit zapped, and I seen that spark and shit, and I almost fell. She just looked at me. She's like, "I'm sorry. I ain't mean to put you through that." I said, "Nope, I'm not fucking with this shit. I'm done."
You was the man of the house at that time.
I mean, still, fuck that. No.
I think I've been electrocuted, just didn't realize it. Like sticking the butter knife in like the electric socket.
Why the fuck would
Why
you
would
do
you
that?
I don't know. I was
Yeah,
a kid.
you're right,
I was a
yeah.
kid. I could just I could feel something pushing back on me. So I'm figuring that's the
Nigga,
electricity.
that was God pushing back.
Something was pushing back on me. I didn't know what it was. I just kept trying to.
Hell no.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not like I was a kid. I was probably like.
I think
7
the
or 8.
most I've done is put my tongue on was it D battery?
The D battery? Yeah, I did that.
D-battery.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's about.
D-
Yeah.
No, it's the double thing battery. Not
It's
a
a D, ain't it?
It's a
Nine
D-battery.
It's a
volt.
12
It's a
volt,
9 volt.
9 volt.
9 volt battery.
That's the one. Yeah.
That shit.
Ain't nothing but sucking on the Pierce titty in 2025. Same thing. Same thing. Let me put the D battery in my mouth.
Tastes like wet nipples.
Skinny, you you know do you know how to do anything on a car?
On a car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I done bought so many lemons. Hell yeah, I know a little bit.
Real shit.
I know a little bit. I don't know a lot, but I know a little
Well,
bit.
like what all can you do on the car?
Outside of just like changing the tire, I can change my headlights now.
I was gonna say, didn't
Shout
nobody
out.
say headlights?
I got my
Yeah,
headlights.
we could change that.
Yeah.
I can do my headlights.
Battery.
Depending on the car, I might can play with the radiator a little bit. How
Oh
old
yeah,
it is.
you
advanced, nigga.
advanced nigga. You X-Men.
Yeah, I didn't have some bullshit. Had some bullshit.
I'm gonna
Can't
figure
change
it out.
brakes. Change brakes.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest you let me do it. I could take the motherfuckers off. I'll put it back on. I just don't know how far you going.
Yeah, you talk about shit under the hood. Count me out.
Just that battery change.
Just the battery.
Just the battery.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing nothing, but if
Put
I
you
know
on the
a
So,
little
shove.
yeah.
push comes to shove, I'm gonna figure it out.
Outside of that, SO, what's been
Other than that, man, that's it, man. I've been chilling.
Ivan?
I've been chilling too, mostly dick clean, so I feel good.
What?
You got it?
I went and got tested, yeah. Like last
Oh,
week,
you went and
niggas.
got tested.
I went and
You
got
study?
tested. Huh?
You study?
Study to get tested for your dick. It's
Did you get anxiety? Like waiting for the results?
no, not
got
really.
it after he said his dick was clean. It was fucking. Oh my god. You got the disease too.
Nah.
What?
The way you said it, he was like, my dick clean. You was like, you got it? Like,
Oh, shit.
Nah, just the test itself was different though.
What you get?
So I got the I didn't get the full panel, but I got the major 4.
Okay.
So you know they do the AIDS test is right in front of you. That's the one that's nerve wracking.
Why? You ain't gay?
Straight people get AIDS.
You gotta stop doing that.
Straight people get AIDS. Magic had AIDS. No.
No, Magic was. I don't know if I don't believe that story, but okay.
Call it cap.
You don't
He
think?
still got AIDS.
HIV.
I don't think you get an EJ without at least playing. Like, there's a little karma in that, bro. Come on now.
Wait. So if you
So
get
you
a
saying
gay
it's
son,
genetic?
Not as genetic, but it's like
That's what you're saying.
there is no fucking way EJ was born out of 2 very straight parents.
So it's genetic. Is what you're saying.
You just fuck you
Habitual.
wait. So to have a gay kid, one of the parents has to be gay somewhere down the line.
Somewhere in your
You're
sexual
a little
history, you
slightly
played a little
gay.
bit.
You were a little gay over here.
What if it was Cookie though? What if Cookie was the one that was gay? Or experimenting in college? You know, women experiment in college, and that's acceptable.
He was in LA during the drug epidemic.
When Hollywood was Hollywood.
Right.
So he partied at Eddie Murphy house. Is what you're trying to tell us.
There's a dick somewhere in there. Somewhere in that story, there was some hard dick somewhere.
Oh wow.
How did this happen? Anyway, you tested for the major 4.
Yeah. So the AIDS came back negative right on the spot. I had to wait for the rest of the results for like 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
But it was the I don't know which one they was tested for, but like one of the tests involved like I had to go pee in a cup.
Yeah.
And then they gave me like 2 swabs. And one you swab the inside of your cheeks.
Yep.
And then you swirl the swab inside of the pee.
Huh?
You
Where
swab
the
your
fuck
cheek.
you go?
Nigga, the indoor.
I went to the center, which is a gay and lesbian.
Oh!
Yeah, but when you said it was
That
right on the
explains it.
spot with the AIDS, I was thinking
Oh,
like, is
shout
No,
that-
most of them do that
Wow.
though.
Do
Most of them they do the rapid
'cause I
AIDS
thought
test.
that it's like the with the blood test. Every time I've had it, it's
No, they
Yeah,
do they do the
so-
they do the rapid blood test everywhere. I mean the
Oh.
rapid AIDS test everywhere.
oh okay.
They can give you those results right on the
Mm.
spot. Yeah, no. So I went to the gay and lesbian center. Initially, I went to Planned Parenthood.
I'm sorry.
Jesus, Ivan, what the fuck
I went
is
to
happening?
Planned Parenthood. That's why I went last time I got tested was Planned Parenthood. But
Okay.
whoever was the tester there
And
that
you
day
know you got insurance. What did was it free?
You just doing
Co-pays.
this shit.
What?
at
At
the
year,
at
baby.
the at the at the gay and lesbian center it was. So when I went to Planned Parenthood, they were like whoever their tester was, they not there that day.
Okay.
Like you can either go to Southern Nevada, you can go to the health district, or you can go to the gay and lesbian center.
Yeah.
I went to the.
Is it called the gay and lesbian?
Yeah.
Center?
It's just called the
Yeah.
center, but it's
It's in the middle of what is that?
It's
Maryland
called the
Parkway?
center.
Right in the
Thank
middle.
you.
but
I'm like, in no way something just called the gay and lesbian.
It says it on the door.
Right there by the green
it's
door.
said on the door when
No,
you
it's
walk
right
in.
in the middle.
There's no mistake.
It's like
where you at.
Maryland, right before you get to Charleston. It's right there in the middle.
Okay.
Crazy.
That's
Yeah,
right
when
there
How
in the
did you
middle.
blend in when you went? You just
Blended it all. Like, but like as soon as you walk in the door, like you know exactly where you at. Like okay, like even before I got in, like some of the characters that was just like lingering outside. I'm like okay, I see where I'm at. And then you walk in, it's rainbows. It's literally rainbows everywhere. The
Yeah.
keyboards on the computers are rainbows.
Shout out.
No bullshit. It's rainbows everywhere.
It's a lot of days and them.
It's a lot. It
And things.
was some characters in there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
never walk around.
I'm still like, why did you choose to go there? But all right.
Because I went to the health district first, but I guess the one on Decatur is closed now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, so I didn't know where the health
I mean, you
district
could
was
have
at.
went like literally anywhere.
I didn't know. But when I talked to the lady at
It's
Planned
one on
Parenthood,
Lamb, right? It's the one still on Lamb.
well, Planned Parenthood is on Charleston, so she's like, you can either go to the health district or you can go to the center. I'm like, okay, well the health district is right down the street, because she was like, if you since you have insurance, these 2 places they'll kind of cover it. Everywhere else you kind of come out of
Oh,
pocket
okay.
100%. So I'm like, okay, cool. Went to the health district I know of. It was closed, so I'm like, fuck it. Let me just go to the gay and lesbian center. Going
to
there.
the center.
The center, yes.
Yeah.
So that's I guess so their testing is a little
He
bit
built
different.
like Magic Johnson.
That's crazy. It was like it's a mix of like a homeless center and like a help center.
Look where
and
you at.
it was a wild scene because it was a nigga with like a leather outfit on with like some homeless shoes.
Oh.
YMCA?
It was real like
YMCA.
in like the 80s, like Skid Row-ish though.
Look where you at.
Right there on Maryland.
I get it.
Ain't nothing good on
I
Maryland.
get it.
Except UNLV.
So,
That's questionable.
so that was
That
part of
just
the testing. I guess it's a more thorough testing because I've never done testing that way with the swab. So it was like you get the swab, you pee in the cup, you swab inside of both of your cheeks.
I did the swab before, but
I ain't know.
talk
you
about
mix
that
it in the
last
cup.
part that you ain't got to yet.
I ain't got to that part yet. So you swab over your cheeks, you put it inside the pee, and you throw that swab away. The second swab, you have to swab your anus.
What? the fuck?
You have to swab your anus.
Test over, nigga.
You have to swab your anus and then do the same thing. You mix it in the pee.
So you had to
throw it away.
so you had to mix ass juice and your mouth in the pee.
Who was your doctor?
Nigga, the wickedy
know.
witch of
Because
North.
because you were at a certain place, so I'm
I
asking.
didn't have a doctor. It was just a person that was working there.
Okay, who was the like?
I don't know.
What person? Like, what was the sex of this person?
A male.
Nigga, they was flirting with you.
I mean, it was a dildo right when you walked in the office. I'm like, okay,
They
I don't
got
know
a
what type of
kink.
time they on, but this is crazy.
That ain't no real test.
This
It's
bro.
the
is
swipe your
like-
butt is crazy to me.
Yeah, you got to swab your butt because how he explained it was
I've never heard this.
Never
before.
heard this.
even because they act, they're definitely big on asking you like what your sex,
Are
is,
you
what your identity is. and
Are
who
you
messing with.
Oh no, top or bottom is a real thing.
Yeah, so they want to know who they want to know who
Because
you
I
are
would
and
think
who
that
you
would be
messing with.
exclusive to like if you're receiving it in your butt.
No, cause what he said was even if you're just exclusively with women, like if she's giving you oral, like the juices from her mouth could make their way down
Oh,
to.
okay.
So I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. That makes it feel a little better.
What the fuck you get? Booty gingivitis?
So you can't get. Hold up.
Oh
Hold up. So you saying like if you get your ass ate, you
No, like even if she's giving you oral, like the juices from her mouth could trickle their way down to your butt.
Yeah. So if she eating your ass,
It's the same.
You definitely got to get your butt
Yeah.
swabbed.
I mean, if she eating your ass, no, he was saying like the way he said it was if she's giving you oral, the juices from her mouth could like trickle down to your butt. So you just want to make sure you thorough. And
That was his way of saying, I think you gay, but I don't want to call you gay. So let me
Did she
go.
say she or he?
question mark gay.
she said she.
Because you at the gay spot.
They're like, people come here and lie to us all the time.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Shout out to you for having the confidence to go in there though.
And talk
I
about
don't
it.
give a fuck about it. It ain't had nothing to do with confidence. I just want to make sure I'm healthy.
No. But it's like
You had a
anything
scare?
on Maryland is a crazy place. That's why.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how it is in there
I might
to
have
be
to-
homeless and gay. You know what I'm saying?
Homeless and gay. Because it like when
That's Maryland homeless.
when I walked
Maryland
in-
homeless ain't like D
Yeah.
Street homeless.
when I walked in, it was a person that was asking about like resources because I believe they were homeless.
Yeah.
A person directly in front of me. So yeah, it's not just a testing place. It's a resource for,
Yeah.
for the
resource,
community.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like not necessarily like the gay portion. It's
Yeah.
just like nigga, that's Maryland homeless.
Yeah,
man.
it was like because like when you walk the first part you walk into, it's like when you walk in, it's like a bunch of computer desks. Those literally have rainbow keyboards, and it's like I don't know if you would call it a library, but like it had a bunch of books. I don't know what was on the other side of that part of the building, but like I say, it seemed like a resource for that
Yeah.
community.
Back in the day, it used to be what like Heritage. Where was Heritage at? That's what
talking
everybody.
about
used to
Huntridge?
go.
The Hunt Ridge?
Is it 100? No, like where they had all the condoms and get
I
checked
used,
up and
I used to
shit.
get mine at the health
That's the
district.
health district. They give you like a
Go in there and give you that
bag.
brown paper bag.
Any,
yeah,
health, any
absolutely.
health district, too.
Mm.
little ass condom.
It's more than one.
So what's going on with your other the snip snip?
I'm waiting on the referral from my doctor. I asked him about.
Oh, okay. Skinny? Was that it? That's it? That's it?
Yeah, that's
That's it for
it.
you? Skinny?
Dick clean. So we still in business in 2025.
It wasn't it wasn't as shit. I had damn near all my kids besides my oldest this weekend, so that was a venture. So yeah, it was the first time I had like all my girls at the house, like over to the apartment. Normally it's like they might come and go home, but
Yeah.
they actually stayed the night. So I dealt with that. I sent like the lit. I was watching something on fucking Instagram where it was like the kids with their dad and the kids with their mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely sent the video to their mom. Like, see how calm they is right now? Like, well, I'm over there. It's hell. So they was for the most part they was cool. My 2-year-old she don't want to go to sleep, bro. She was up to like 3 in the morning. I ain't talking about just looking at up. I'm like, what's going on? Why you don't want to like night? She was like night. She'd lay her head down and be like, I was like, listen.
Psych,
She like, what we doing?
Yeah, like I'm old. Like you tripping. But then my niece came over for her birthday. I normally like get her like cook her some chicken wings and shit. So she came over, got some chicken wings. We sat and we talked for a minute. My brother had been talking about how he want to be he ready to be a grandfather. So my niece is
That's deep.
How old is your niece?
27.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh,
that's
she
strong.
older.
They
Yeah.
older, you know. My brother old. Shit. You know what I'm saying? My brother is 47. He be 47 this
shit.
year. He be 47 this year.
Damn.
46.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was saying he ready to be a grandfather. So we was talking, and matter of fact, I'm gonna ask y'all, how old was your grandparent when you was born? How old was your grandparent? How old was your grandparent when they had their first grandchild? Because when I looked at mine, my grandma was 34.
When she had her first grandchild?
Her first grandchild, she was 34. My mom was 37.
First
My
grandchild.
I'm the oldest grandkid. My grandfather was 55. My grandmother was 50.
When you was born,
Because they was born in 1925 to 1928. Actually, I'm 3 years off, so 57. No, 55. 52 or 55.
My grandma was 56. They were 56 because they were born in 1921, and my oldest cousin was born in 77.
oh y'all had good.
My grandma
family.
might
grandma
have-
was old
My
when I
grandma
was
had
born.
They
to.
waited a while to
My
start
grandma
having
probably
kids.
was in her
Yeah.
about 40s,
Early 40s.
something like that. Yeah, I would think first grandchild. Yeah, right, early 40s.
That's crazy. Because we was having a conversation about like you know people having kids young, and I was like, nah, like my grandma had her first kid kind of young, and I was like, and her oldest kid had her first.
But
kid
that was the
kinda
thing
young.
back in the day, though, in the fucking
Exactly.
20s and shit.
Especially in the South.
having
the
kids
20s
at-
is crazy.
No, I'm saying having kids at fucking what 12, 13 and shit. They having
Especially in the
kids.
South. Especially in the South, they was
Yeah.
having kids really real young. So we was just always like, damn. Like when I thought about it, I'm like, because we had the conversation
Have you ever-
last week about.
Have you ever?
being
My
a
bad,
granddaddy.
Skinny, but have you
Go
ever
ahead.
like looked back in like the 70s, even in the 60s and 70s, the way they looked at 30?
Yeah, they look
old
old
as
as
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, god damn, I think
Yeah,
this
nah.
nigga. You see some shit, you be like, 33?
Yeah. That's a hard
Look at
33.
look at them like high school yearbooks.
Nigga.
Like this nigga look like he get off and go to the Ford's plant when he get off out of geometry. Nigga, this nigga look old.
Yeah, just the way like life has like
That racism, bro.
Niggas
Asian.
had
Dang.
niggas
Yeah,
had
life
George,
was
the George
hard.
Jefferson at 30.
man.
Yeah.
Niggas had that George
That
Jefferson
Jim Crow
at 30.
age you fast, bro.
Jim Crow age you fast.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Skinny. But hold that thought. Go ahead.
Nah, so we had the conversation last week where we was talking about like, oh, if I still have a kid, you'll be like that. And I'm like, damn, I'm a granddaddy, daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the age of my grandparents was having their first grandkids. Like, by the time my grandma was 41, her oldest grandkid was 7.
Shit,
Oh,
made
wow.
I made my let me see, 17. I made my parents
They was in their
grandparents
30s, wasn't they?
in the early 30s,
See,
early to mid. You talking about 34, 35 ish.
and like I called my mom. That's how I got the the age. I called my mom because my mom was like, because
That's
my
how you
mom
got
don't
the
have
A's.
she's not a great grandparent. So she's like, I'm at the age where I should be a great grandparent. And I'm like, damn, you like by the time you start having the great grandkids, like you'll be out the door. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
they won't get
great
to-
grandparents are usually what 70s.
Yeah.
Like when we used to talk about
somewhere
great.
around there.
Yeah.
Shit,
It's crazy.
damn,
I know some great grandparents.
that's alive.
Yeah. I got
That's
a,
a fucking blessing.
wifey cousin. They like 6 generations of them.
That's
Jesus.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
a blessing.
Damn, that's a
Yeah.
blessing.
It's
Yeah.
six girls.
Cause like my great grandparents, I met, but a lot of my cousins didn't get to meet them.
Yeah,
Yeah. 6 of them.
damn.
What you thinking about, bro?
My mind worked different, so I apologize.
Go ahead.
But when you say it's 6 generations was a lie, that's a lot of fucking getting pregnant early.
Yeah. It is. It is.
That's a lot of getting pregnant at 15. in one family.
Yeah, because what,
Yeah.
15, 30, 45 is always,
50
yeah.
cent-
Nigga, that's 75. You said that's 75 times 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's fuck.
God damn.
Yeah, he's fucking.
It's a lot of Pretty Ricky being played. That's it?
Yeah, that was about it, man. That's what made me think, like, damn, how old you supposed to
No,
be when you're a grandparent?
Going on your thought, so I want to explore the other side of Jim Crow and
What do you mean?
'cause normally when we talk about normally when we talk about that time back then, we always talk about
Struggle.
those that were in slavery, those that were directly impacted by the laws, Jim Crow laws, slavery, etc.
Mm-hmm.
We never talk about the other side.
The white
Like the
people?
white side?
No,
Talking about
the free blacks that were actually flourishing.
No, we don't. There is a segment of black people that was flourishing during Jim Crow.
We don't ever talk
The
about.
elitists.
Like the 12 years a slave? Because he was flourishing and then they went
No,
and
like actually in the South.
slapped his ass up.
Actually in the
Well,
South.
Jim Crow and slavery, two different things.
Well, I'm talking about during those times. Like we think that we always have this mindset that it was all
Poor,
all
bad,
black
struggle.
people that were all slavery, struggle, just all of those things.
Yeah,
But there were,
there was a section of prominent black people during Jim Crow that was flourishing.
and we don't.
We don't ever acknowledge them. I mean, we do. We just don't ever think about it. Like Booker T. Washington. If I don't know if that was Jim Crow, I think that was right after slavery, during the civil rights.
Because you have what is it slavery, Jim Crow. There's another one. So, what's the
Civil
other one?
rights.
Civil rights. Well, civil rights is what ended Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it's
not the Reconstruction era.
Are you talking about the Renaissance? Like the Harlem?
The Harlem Renaissance.
no. We talking about South.
Oh.
Because it was slavery, and then it was Jim Crow, and there was another one that kind of like it wasn't Jim Crow, but it was kind of like Jim Crow.
Segregation.
Segregation. That's Jim Crow, aka.
It was another era.
Right after that, you get to the civil rights, and that's what kind of
Yeah, after that is
so-called
dissolved out of
ends
that.
everything.
Yeah,
after that is a Little John area.
and then you go to
Jesus
crack.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm fucking
Then
up.
you go to the crack era.
Right to
Then
crack,
you got the
yeah.
Reagan era, yeah.
But I'm just saying, we always have this small thought on what we think happened in the South when there are few people
It's a bunch of
where
stories.
it was like
It's a bunch of
they were
stories and
actually out
different
there flourishing.
point of views.
But then a lot of them, like, once all the laws came, like, it
Start
kind of,
migrated away.
and it kind of fucked them up, like, their situation. Because now
Everybody's not together. as black
everybody's
people.
not together,
you feel
everybody
like-
not supporting that, now everybody's
Mhm.
supporting everything else. So a lot of them started going broke, too. A lot of them stopped having.
Well, what ended up happening, from my understanding, what ended up happening, but at some point, primarily in the South, the black dollar was actually stronger than the white one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then when
So,
segregation ended,
Yeah.
the mixture of the dollar drove,
it left away the black communities
Yeah.
because we always
The
thought
black
the white man
dollar
ice was
away.
colder.
and that's when.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting story about that with the black dollar and Cadillacs.
I saw that too. I knew.
Yeah. So like there was a point where black people, we weren't able to utilize the banks. And then, so a lot of black people were saving their money because they didn't have nowhere else to put their money because we didn't have access to banks. And Cadillac, they were the only brand of car that would like sell to
Do financing for black people.
yeah, for
Really?
black people. But a lot of black people didn't even need financing. They just went in there and purchased their cars cash because they had the money to do so. And like a lot of white families were struggling during that time because when the banks, tanked, they didn't have no money.
The Great Depression.
Yeah, during the Great Depression. So that's why they say like I always wonder because my great grandmother always had a Cadillac. Like a Cadillac was a really big thing, and I never understood why that was like such a like a
Staple of the black
symbolic
community.
type of thing or
Yeah.
whatever. It was more than just the brand. It was the fact that was the only kind of car that they could really buy.
I
during
never
that
knew that.
time.
I just always thought the Cadillac was like the black man Benz.
But that's the
Yeah.
reason why the
Yeah,
historical
that makes
context
sense
for it,
now.
yeah.
I never knew that part.
Yeah, and they were one of the first companies to have like blacks, like hire blacks in the automobile industry. So I saw that story. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to get a
Shout out,
Cadillac.
man. But yeah,
Gas guzzlers.
I wonder. I think that like primarily those were the reasons where like what is it, Tulsa and all that shit, the Tulsa massacre and all that. It was they were trying to burn them businesses down. They were trying to use the young. I think it was they were trying to say somebody in there like I don't know if you raped or yelled at a white woman. Some shit happened, and then the mob came in and burned it all down.
Said a black man kind of groped or
Yeah,
sexually assaulted a white
but
woman
I
on the
think-
elevator.
I
Kind
think
of like Rosewood.
Yeah,
I think it was on a bigger scale because they were
we was doing good.
They were flourishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But yeah,
really
I
was a
do
bigger
want to
scale.
I do want to
Tell us.
look back and see because a lot of people don't
That made me want to
They're not
research it more
associated.
because I ain't know.
they're not
none of this
associated
shit.
with those that
Probably because it's such a small percentage of people that probably were flourishing in that way, like to that degree. The overwhelming majority of people were poor.
And I
well,
think
when I ask older folks, I have asked a few older folks, and when we always talk about like the black family and the black family flourishing, they always go back to those times.
yeah,
That's
So-
why. That's why a lot of leaders during that time were against the whole like
integration.
taking away. Yeah, against integration. Like they wanted, like with Malcolm X, he wanted separate everything.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and the reason being is because we could have our own economy if we were to move in that way and not depend so much into integrating with and putting all of our money in just the regular economy.
Yeah.
But,
My grandfather always had a saying, and I never got it till I got older. He always said, "You niggas ain't never been together since they integrated schools." And he used to tell me that like in elementary school, and I never understood it. But as I got older, I realized it.
And your grandfather was old when you met him.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was too.
So he really
My
knows.
first Cadillac in 1938.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he always said that.
But I wonder why though. Like, is it because
We not forced. I think once we had free will, we always thought the white man ice was cold.
No, I'm saying like the reason why, like the families and the people that were flourishing and were quote unquote free. I wonder why. Like, does it like dissolve the struggle a little bit?
probably want to be around broke niggas.
No, I'm saying like in the historical context of like slavery and Jim Crow, when we don't talk, when you kind of like leave that part out of it, where it wasn't like
My take on
all y'all. It was
classism.
yeah.
Classism. It's classism amongst black people. I've made it here. I did it too. You guys need to figure it out like I had to figure it out. We see that shit now. Once somebody gets some money, they get up away from the hood and everything. And
And
they'll
you
never
in-
come back.
And you was in Alabama, so it's like you got to hear the stories from people that went
lived
through
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got an 80-year-old uncle now. Like he was born during that time. My dad actually, he was one of the first. His high school, he was the first blacks to go there. It was all white school at one point. So the trauma of him dealing, the first generation, the first year of being blacks going to a white school, they had to get rocks thrown at them and shit like that.
It's like
Yeah,
Compton.
that's how it is.
Yeah,
with my-
same with like Compton. Compton used to be a white neighborhood at one
Yeah,
point.
Yeah.
Compton was an affluent.
If you Google the
affluent
yearbook from
white-
like 1954 of
Okay.
Compton High School, it's all white people.
it's an affluent white community.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my family in Little Rock. Like they knew the little girl that went through all that
Yep.
when they.
Bonanza
at high
Village.
school.
Bonanza Village
Yeah.
was the same thing. I
Yeah.
wonder, and then just that one family, and then all the whites like
Yeah,
moved
white
out.
flight.
That's
Don't
crazy.
take one family move in, fuck it all up.
I wonder what the bloodline looked like though. Like afterwards, like the families that was flourishing, like what do they?
Look like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what
that's the
do, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like how we got the Rockefellers and the,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like what do their bloodline look like after it?
But see, that's why history is such a tricky thing, right? Like history, what we think of history depends on who tell it,
That's true.
right? But as history goes on, all this separation shit, like I mean, of course it was, but whites and blacks was fucking,
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
fucking, right? So I don't know what the fuck. I really don't know what was. I mean, I don't know.
because you got a lot of the bastard black childs, right? That the rich white man was fucking with the,
Yes, they was fucking.
and then so the bastard kid didn't get nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but the bastard kid that was passing
Yeah.
was able to get something. So it was like, depending on what your skin tone is when you come out of your mama, is where we can decide how I'm gonna raise you or not.
Yup.
So,
Or if I can raise you.
or if I can,
Yeah.
because I can just
Yeah.
put you over here and say that my wife is your mom. Like I could just take you from the mom and
Yeah,
put
it
you over
was-
here with my wife, and we
It
can
was
make
fucking
it.
fucking, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it because like you don't know the blood, like you know the bloodlines of everybody else. Like we know the Kennedys, we know the bloodlines and what it looked like. As far as us, we don't really know. Like I remember just hearing different stories from like niggas from New York being like, well, when I check my ancestry, I ain't got nobody
Yeah.
that was a slave. And then when you go to the South, it's like, oh yeah, my whole family. Like when I go,
Yeah.
when I go to Little Rock, I think I said it on here before. Like when we go to my family's church, it's a graveyard there, and I got family that don't have a name. It's just a timestamp.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then I got family that I can go all the way back to they passed in 1934.
See, we got a my mom's told me we got a family pot like that out there in Alabama, and you could tell like we had family that could read and couldn't read, couldn't write, could write, couldn't write. So the last name was spelled different.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how our family was, man. But yeah, man, history is a tricky thing, man.
That's why I think it's important to have like family reunions because my dad's side would have them every 2 years, every even number of years, and we'll go back to our lineage on my dad's side, and then on my mom's side, they're from New York. I can go back to my great grandmother's obituary, and then her parents is, and then I can go like birth certificate only up to where they migrated from Tennessee up to New York back in like the 1800s.
But they ain't have birth certificates in like what the 20s.
My grandmother, I have my grandmother's birth certificate. They was called colored on their birth certificate. They was
Shit.
Yeah, I
my
know.
grandma's was, too.
Negroes
I
on the
have
birth
it.
certificate,
Yeah.
colored,
That's
then
how,
black.
that's how my
I
granddad
think
was.
our generation like African American,
Yeah.
maybe. But prior to that, it was like my dad's birth certificate says Negro.
Wow.
I know when I go to my great grandfather, like I think he'd say like Negro too, but before him, there wasn't a birth certificate.
Damn.
Like there was not a birth certificate. It was just like you're born and then you're born into this family. And then like Spencer saying, some people didn't know how to spell their last names, so the last names was off. And it's just hella shit. Like I got family that left the South for reason they was fucking with the
Yeah.
white folks, and they like you got to leave, but had hella land out there that they never went to claim because they were scared to go back,
Yeah.
scared to go claim their land. So when they fathers and mothers and shit like that was dying, they just like
I think that's why
Shit
like
gone.
that's the argument against reparations. Like you just don't know
You don't know who
who's
migrated
connected to
to
who.
slavery.
Yeah.
Who came here after slavery. That just been black from like other countries. They family probably had
That
nothing to
too.
do with American slaves.
I wonder what happened like when like slaves got free. Where did the white man just like, all right, y'all, get.
Nah,
No.
they had the
There's
black
people
people had
still-
the skill sets.
Yeah,
We
they
had
were
to-
still
We turned them into
sharecroppers
sharecroppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit like
for
that.
very like low wages.
Oh, so we was the Mexicans.
Yeah,
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
yeah, real shit.
You talk about we built this country, we built this motherfucker.
Yeah,
But we always been like we're all the inventors.
mm-hmm.
We just didn't have the
The patents and all
patents
that.
and all that. But
That's the black
we
jobs.
we invented
Mhm.
everything that they claim. Everything that they claim, we invented.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
cool with the firefighters out there, the firefighter prisoners.
What?
You cool with it? I'm not cool with
Absolutely.
it because when they get out of prison, they can't work for the fire department.
Yes, they can.
They-
Since when?
They can.
They can. Well, I think we had this discussion a
Y'all
while
have to
ago.
debunk it.
Well, my
Yeah.
cousin
Can
was
they
a piece
really?
of shit then.
Yeah, they can use that to
Rest in peace.
they can use that to get a getting hired or not
They give
might
you
be
a certificate.
another story.
Yeah.
But you can use
can-
that to further your career once you get out.
They give you a certificate. They mark your hours out there, like how many hours you actually did on the fire shit. They mark all that shit, but
But
I
don't
mean-
they do a background check. Like,
they do, and that's where it comes in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you did good, but you got this crime.
yeah,
Well, for some
You're a
time it's
felon.
not. Some people didn't have a crazy crime. Some people was just drug dealers. or
Yeah.
Some of that. 'Cause most time when you go to fire camp, you are a minimum. You are
Right.
minimum security.
Like non-violent offenders.
Sometime, or you at minimum now. Like you probably been in there 15 years. You just not got to minimum, so you just not got to camp.
Okay.
I mean, like when I seen the shit from California, I'm like, oh, they low key showing them love, and it's fucked up that I'm to say that because they was
Yeah.
giving like $10
Yeah.
a day.
In prison money,
Ten-
that's a lot.
Nigga, it was literally $1 a day when I was at the fighting the fire. That's why I told him, man, it's out. It's over with.
That's why I didn't understand it. Like when they put it on the way they had worded it, when they put it on the bill to vote for, right?
Yeah.
They put it down as like slavery.
Yes.
When some of these programs do help and can further the career when you get out. Now, if you take this away and they're not working in prison anymore, now you really taking away a skill set when they get out.
I think the way they worded it is more so like mandatory. I believe the way they worded it made it more so like optional than like you have to do something.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they give you the skill set. That's the same as what's the movie? First Time Felon?
Oh yeah, with Omar Epps.
Because then they was fighting floods. Like it's different in every part. Like here
Yeah.
they do fires. Cali they do fires. Out there in like St. Louis and Chicago and shit like that. They do the flood.
You know, man, my heart goes out to them, man. I just don't want them to come here, man. And
Wait, what?
no, because
So proud to be a motherfucking nigga.
because you know what happened? Because I was talking to one of the OGs in the gym the other day, right? And he had his job. He runs into a lot of like people that's well off.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I had somebody with me, and he was saying like his house got burnt up, but he was like, he wasn't even tripping. He was just gonna bring everything he had and whatever money he gets back from insurance, and he's gonna buy something out here. He said he had a $5 million home out there that burned down. Now I'm thinking to myself, nigga, you know what you can get out here for $5 million?
Yeah, but that's a
fact.
But they're only
That-
paying for land too. He's probably gonna get. Cause I seen somebody. They had a $4.1 million home, and then they were getting offered $750,000 for
And
the land.
Most of the insurance companies
But
left.
even if you got 750,000, right? Because a lot of the truth is, and I think that's why there's going to be so much political fighting because of this. The
Yeah.
truth is, a lot of people are not going back to those communities. It's just not happening.
That's what they want, I think.
They
Me
want the
too.
land.
They want the land.
I mean, it'd be the same as
Property taxes is 20% out there.
it'd be same as Hurricane Katrina, right? Like when they hit,
Same shit.
Same shit.
we got all the New Orleans niggas.
We got a
But
great deal.
now we're
Less
getting a
bodies.
bunch
We
of
got a bunch of them.
quote unquote affluent niggas coming here. And even if you're talking about if you're getting 750,000 back, you can get something
You get something.
really, really nice for 750,000, or you buy something small and I can get a couple more things, and then I
They've
just
been
get them
doing
up
that
like
though.
that.
They've
Yeah.
been selling their houses out there and moving out here
So
and
the-
buying
I'm-
it cash.
I'm looking at it like, oh, they just gonna come out here and push some more niggas out.
Your
They've
property
been
tax
doing that,
going up.
though.
But yeah, that's been an ongoing
They've
thing.
been doing that for years.
But now you're talking about like communities on top of communities.
Rich refugees.
These people gotta go. That's a fucking word.
Rich,
rich
refugees.
refugees.
They
Crazy.
gotta go
Yeah.
somewhere, bro. And you're gonna go somewhere that's cheaper. The
They going to
truth is-
Texas too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Texas,
Arizona
probably
not
like
far either.
Dallas.
They
Arizona,
they
us,
can
and
skip
Texas.
us.
They
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
please,
Please
They
do.
got the money. They got
But
the
I think,
resources.
but every
You don't want to go
a
to
lot of
Utah or
people
something,
still.
you know, like,
I mean, we feeling it as
Mexico,
locals,
nigga.
but a lot of people still look at Las Vegas as
man, look,
so it's still a great investment.
they can
You know
go
what I'm
to
saying? It's
Arizona.
not like crazy yet, but you're talking about people that's coming out here with real fucking money that can do some real moves. It's going to continue to push us out.
I don't think everybody getting that kind of money though. To be honest, and that was like a big thing, like a big part of the discussion I saw online was like a lot of the insurance companies left. I saw something today where they were saying that a lot of them left because California implemented something where they can't just raise their rates anytime they want to.
20% property tax is fucking nuts. I know that much.
Yeah.
So
But again, we're talking about, because that's one thing I had asked wifey before I really, really started to dig into it, right? Because I was a little confused. And all of these places are like high middle class.
yes.
Now, I'm not talking about like, you
Yeah.
know,
well off.
you losing your stuff, that is. It's a lot of stuff that you can't get back, right? But when we talk about the economical effects of this situation, we're not talking about low to middle class. We're talking about high middle class to
Yeah.
very well off.
somebody that probably already had a good stash off outside of this, plus finna get
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's why the nigga on the internet, did y'all see the nigga on the internet was like, hey, man, I got enough money. If I can get a private He was getting killed on an ad. He was like, a private fire department, please come help me save my property.
I did see that.
Mm.
He was getting killed.
But
Right.
he has the resources. He got the money.
Yeah.
A lot of them people are not going back again, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
I think a bigger discussion needs to be had on why are you allowing people. I think California needs to force whoever decides to come back. California needs to force these people to go back into urban areas. And why are they allowing people to build on land that is very, very high in climate activity?
But that's only been recent because they stopped doing the burning of the wildfires to prevent this from happening. They cut the budget on that. Once they cut the budget on building the wildfires, then this would be a possibility of what would happen, what we're seeing now. But that's go to management of the city.
But I'm talking not even. I was talking about like bigger than L.A. I'm talking about like L.A.
Brent-
L.A. You talking about like L.A. places in the South, Florida and all that, where when these hurricanes and shit come and then they start knocking and blowing shit over, it's like, why are y'all in these areas anyways? It's
Because of the weather.
yeah, but nigga, when nature comes, nature's coming.
You can't run
You
from
can't-
nature.
but you
That's
can't.
like, it's prime
Building on
real
that
estate,
area is
though.
crazy, man.
It's prime real estate though. Like when you look at a lot of those $1 million homes, some of them are like built on cliffs. Like that's why some of
Facts.
those houses be like tumbling down, falling down off the
Mudslides.
mudslides,
So if I'm
beachfront.
So if I'm an insurance company, for business sake, yeah, I may think about pulling out. This is a high risk area. Why would I want to insure this property?
Because it's a once in a lifetime thing. Some of them houses been there 40 years. I think Anthony or Dennis Hopkins, his house burned down. It's been there for 30 years, but that's 30 years of the insurance taking the money for that house being insured.
Yeah.
So they made their money. It's just going to fuck up their bottom dollar. As a business, they're going to have a big ass payout. But they seen this coming once the lawmakers decided to stop doing the burning of the woods and the areas around there to prevent this from happening. Once they did that, insurance companies like, all right, we out. We pull out of California.
Then the dumping of the water is crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Where they're just like dumping it into the ocean to save a fish that's not endangered.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the fire hydrants were very, very low or just completely empty. Not necessarily the fire hydrants, man. Like, I really can't be mad at that situation.
The ocean's right
But
there.
the reservoirs,
Salt water.
reservoirs are dry and empty. That's a problem.
And there's so much stuff they
the
gotta
salt
do
in the
before they even
water.
start putting water. Like depending on how the fire is, you can't just throw water on it all the time either.
It's fire retardant and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
like
they drop from the sky.
To answer your question,
Yeah, that shit is
somebody was talking about that on Twitter. The salt water from the salt in the salt water from the ocean, it'll erode like either the equipment or it can erode the
Oh,
ground.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
Cause I
they
seen,
can't
I seen on Reddit, man, a rich white person. I'm gotta say white. They took all of their expensive, what you call them, shit, the dishes and
They put them in the bath in the
China.
pool.
they put them in the pool.
I seen
Come
that.
on, man.
Did it work?
I don't know,
Probably.
but yeah, the five, just looking on it, man, it looks like it was just a perfect storm, bro. LA has been dry for a long time.
Yeah, but
The
now
fires and then the winds. It was
And
just a
then the
perfect
people that
fucking
are
storm.
setting fires too.
there are people that
that are doing that.
That's been the story the last day or so. Was people initially
Yeah.
setting these fires.
So man, I like I said, my heart goes out to them people, but like
Absolutely.
I'm feeling like I
No.
want us to be like Egypt when it comes to fucking Palestine and shit. Like we don't want you
They
niggas,
probably
man.
gonna go to Houston.
No, but all of California didn't burn down.
It's just the
Yeah.
rich
It's
area,
just-
the
Not
Hollywood
Not even
Hills
all of
area.
LA.
Yeah.
Like the historic, like
Yeah, Inglewood
the,
good.
Yeah.
No, they
the black
ain't
areas,
fuck with they ain't fuck with the poors this time.
But don't
which
they
is
got,
prime real estate.
Yep.
That's why they want to gentrify those areas.
La
Because
Jolla
you're
is right
not
there.
subject to all of those things.
ain't there a state line right there in Arizona, like Scottsdale or something?
Yes,
Can't they-
indeed.
Man, they
Yeah.
are coming
Cal
here,
Neva.
bro.
They can miss us though.
And what's the
You
name?
said
is-
La Jolla's
and
right
what's
there.
the-
Hoya's right
And what's the
there.
name is building like the studio out here in
Mark
Summerlin.
Wahlberg.
And they coming out here, bro.
No, for
that
what?
was already coming. So that we was
This-
gonna get. So we was
before
gonna
the
get.
fire.
We was gonna get that anyway. Like we're gonna get the The same way LA used to get just random motherfuckers saying, I'm leaving New York, I'm going to Hollywood. Like, we're finna get that anyway. We
Yeah,
finna
but-
get all these wannabe famous people just coming to
but
our city anyway.
I think Skinny, the problem is though, the what makes this situation so crazy. This is the first time where a disaster has happened and it didn't affect the poor. Like,
Yeah.
these is all rich fucking people.
Well, I don't mind them then, right?
No, I
we
do
not have
because it
compassion for rich
pushes
people?
us. Look,
That's a real
no,
question. That's
I'm
a
not,
real question.
bro.
Wait,
We
say
can't
that-
just
say that
we can't
again?
just sit up here and act like everybody, the whole fucking world, wasn't celebrating when the Luigi nigga knocked off the healthcare dude.
Yes.
That's true, but that goes back to my question: are rich people allowed to have compassion?
I think rich people are having a tough time right now, and
We don't have compassion for them.
Fuck them.
no.
Why? Because they just famous. I mean, just because they're famous don't mean they're rich neither. A lot of them is house poor.
Okay, San Diego's right there.
It is.
San
San
Diego's
Diego
right
is
there.
right
If you got
Expensive.
It's
San
so
Diego is.
expensive. They're
We're
not
talking
gonna
about-
be able to stretch their money there.
what's we talking about right now? Pacific Palisades. If you got Pacific Palisades money, you
got
got
San
San
Diego
Diego money.
money.
What are we talking about?
You do got San Diego.
We're not talking about Inglewood and Compton. We're talking about niggas that got bread. San Diego's right
I mean,
there.
and their lifestyle is out there.
Yeah.
For some of them, it's like we got to figure it out out here because their lifestyle is out
there's
there.
no beaches here.
Their way of
You
getting
don't
money,
wanna
their
live
way
here.
of the way that they earn their money is there.
Albuquerque is
It's
nice.
all there.
There's no palm trees.
It's
here.
not like it's not a nigga that was working at Amazon and could just switch the shift. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Amazon
They
today.
coming to Vegas with that money.
No, man, you don't want to go from palm trees to sagebrush. That is a terrible idea.
It's not even appealing.
No, it's not.
What you think about the political fighting with this situation?
It's so nasty. I think it's like super nasty right now. The way that, the way that they're going in on the mayor, like she had fled to Ghana is.
Deservingly, though.
I know. I mean, as far as like doing the price, cutting the budget and all that stuff, she was setting it up for.
She was deservingly. She gets. No, go ahead. Yeah, finish it. But I
Yeah,
do
I
feel
do.
like it's deserving.
The reason why I don't feel like it's the same thing because they're comparing her to what was
Ted
the
Cruz.
to Ted Cruz where he actually fled when
he
there
was
was
a-
something
I
happening.
think the difference between Ted Cruz was he was a senator. He's not involved in like the day-to-day activities. She
but he
is the
still
mayor.
fled. So I mean,
yes, he did.
he still
They
fled
caught
while
him in the airport. That's
yeah,
crazy.
he got up out of there. So the way that they're like, the way that the news is crucifying her as if they're like, what was she doing in Ghana?
Well, she was on
like,
vacation,
like
wasn't
she
she?
knew.
No, so it was she was going out there to it was more than just her. She was
Okay.
going out there to recognize the new president out there or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's like they're saying it as if she knew that the city was gonna go up in
Right.
flames.
She did. That
She
was the
knew.
problem.
She knew
Yeah.
beforehand that the
She,
fire was coming.
She sent she got
How did
got-
she know the fire
she
was
got
coming?
warning. She posted a tweet Monday that said that there's a deadly situation that was gonna happen and a lot of people need to get up out of
How
there.
could she foresee that though? I'm
They
like,
got
unless
warning.
somebody was out
They got
there
warning.
like setting the fire on that day.
I'm saying they got warning. that
How? How do
she-
you get warned about a fire?
I don't know how she got it, but she got warning Monday that a situation that was a situation. Let me see if I can look it up. A situation that was going to be happening. She posted it on Twitter Monday morning before she left.
When did the fire start? Like, when did they
The-
start?
It
The
started like
fires
Tuesday, wasn't it?
By Tuesday
Afternoon.
afternoon, it was bad already. She didn't get back till late Wednesday.
So I guess maybe my mind is not able to wrap around like how can you predict that a fire is coming? Like I know with the weather,
It wasn't a natural fire.
yeah, exactly. They said
Yeah.
somebody had lit a bush or something in a backyard, and that's how it started out. But my thing is like, how do you predict that? Like when it comes to a hurricane, when it comes to like tornadoes, those are things that you can predict with the weather.
Definitely can't
But,
predict the fire.
You can't predict a
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, because they planned it.
And they said it was
Huh?
set by an illegal immigrant too.
I knew that was gonna be
That's gonna be
the
the play,
underlying
allegedly.
allegedly.
Shout out to Mexico for flying in.
They did fly in.
Did
know-
they come to help? Mexico did.
Yeah,
Mexico-
Mexican firefighters.
The cold part. I don't know if
Like, no
y'all saw this.
tariffs.
The cold part about the people coming in to help was they was making them all go to Sacramento to
I
get
saw
DOT
that.
to get DOT checks to make sure that their vehicles were
Damn.
whatever.
And do you know how far Sacramento is?
That's a drive.
It's what, like 6-7 hours?
It's 8 hours from LA. It's like 8 hours.
8 hours in a
Facts.
Nissan.
8 hours of
you know,
fucking nothing.
8 hours in a. I mean, I don't know how long it take you to drive that in a fire truck, but goddamn.
Mm-mm.
They flew right in.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
would have been like, you know
Get them
what?
their citizenship.
No,
They earned that one. If they could put that
They
fire,
earned
they
that.
earned that. Hey, I'm with that.
no.
I flew over here
You gotta put some
trying to
work.
build
Now,
walls.
and after
shit.
one that's already here, it's like, okay, now the same way you give this
Yeah,
certificate-
amnesty.
Yeah, the same way you giving a certificate to the prisoners.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Give 'em amnesty. All
we
right,
can
you
cut
can
some
fight
time.
this fire,
Yeah,
nah,
we can
you-
move you
you
up
legal.
the green card list
Put you
a
on the
little
tax
bit if
plan
you
right here,
survive
baby.
this fire. Like I'm for that. That I'm for.
So according to this, I can't. I really can't see the tweet that she made, but she did make a tweet on that Monday. But she was warned about expected higher winds in the area, causing increased fire risk days earlier. And then she put out a tweet saying this is going to be bad, and then she left.
A lot of people were saying that though. They was talking about the high winds before. and
Yeah,
how
they
Yeah,
had
we knew
one.
the high winds
fire.
were coming.
And it was an
But-
increased fire risk.
Motherfucker still
What's
here.
the increased
I
fire risk
think
though? Like
I think the
we know this nigga gonna have his fire
Back
thrower
here,
I think
throwing-
out here.
I think the problem is, man, just I want to get into, again, politics.
Yeah.
Politics is not about change, it's about winning. And I think the problem is not even a problem. It's a good problem for Republicans, but California has always been looked at a forever Democratic state.
Not true.
What?
Ronald Reagan was president. Arnold Schwarzenegger was president.
I sure it was
They
there
both
for a long
Republicans.
time. For a long, yes.
Yeah, like 8 years.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the state
Yeah,
itself.
the state. He was the governor of the state.
That doesn't mean the state is red just because he won the governor
They
race.
voted for him, right?
The governor is who the lady walked up on, like on the news, that she.
California.
That's Newsom. He's a Democrat.
When was the last time California was blue, if ever?
Was blue?
Blue?
Yeah,
mean
I mean
red?
when
Red?
full red.
Schwarzenegger. I feel like the governor.
Just because
after
the
him-
governor, our governor,
What determines it to be a red state or a blue state? Is it the people or the governor?
That's a good question.
That's
Let me
that's,
see.
that's tough. That's tough to answer because Nevada as a state,
We're purple state.
Is-
Sometimes we red, sometimes
We
we
haven't
blue.
been blue.
Nevada-
We haven't been red since 2000.
Nevada is a red state.
Ain't we red now?
We're red now.
we're-
We haven't been red since
No. You're,
Bush.
I think y'all are misinformed when you say that. Nevada as a state is red as a motherfucker. Clark County, because the majority of the population of the state,
1988 was the last time.
because the majority of the state of Nevada lives in Clark County, which is blue, or in Carson, whatever,
Right.
Carson City, not Carson City, Reno.
Reno.
Because those are blue counties, they usually carry us to be blue, as like our governor and all that is usually
Blue.
blue.
Because
But
the
Nevada as a state is red as a motherfucker.
So okay. So you got the local. So it's the president. Who you vote for president determines if the state is red or blue.
Say
So-
that again.
The president, whoever you vote for president, is. It says California has been blue. California has been a blue state since the U.S. began labeling states red or blue back in 2000. You would have to find the answer. You'd have to go back a few decades to the 1988 presidential election when California put its electoral college votes behind George W. Bush.
So the electoral college is what determines it, really. Is what it sounds like.
And then since Bush, it's been blue since. On a local level, it says on a local level, California has been pretty back and forth in terms of voting red or blue between 1983 and 2011. You're talking about Gary Davis, Democrat, was the governor of California. And then 1999 to 2003. Oh, no. And then Arnold right after him, which was Republican. And then right after Arnold was Jerry Brown, Democrat, then Gavin Newsom, Democrat. So on a local level, but in terms of electoral, and
It's always been red.
it's always been blue.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
and then even with Schwarzenegger, like they were voting because of his celebrity and because of his ties with the Kennedy family
But that's
as
most.
well too.
That's most. Reagan.
Yeah.
Reagan
Right,
was
right.
Reagan was an actor.
Huh?
I mean, Reagan was an actor. A lot of
Yeah.
these, like, it ain't just.
And the throat goat, the original throat
Oh, you
goat.
crazy. But I think in terms of, the way the map looks, California was a lot more red ever looked this year.
Yeah.
And then you got the mayor and the governor being Democrats. It's just a terrible look. And so from a political standpoint,
But it wasn't my political party problem. Like, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
it was like okay, so Ted Cruz basically he left during the storm.
Yeah.
They ain't had no power. It was frozen. He was trying to
Got
get his
up outta
family to
there,
Mexico.
him and his family.
They caught him in the airport. But he's a senator. He doesn't deal with day-to-day activities. The mayor, I'm not even going to act like I even know about the budget cuts and all that. But it's a lot of stuff that happened prior to this
They cut the fire
where the
department
warnings were
15
there.
million.
Yeah. And then she puts out the tweet. She leaves to go to Ghana, which is not her fault.
Yeah.
But by the time you get here, the problem is so bad that
I don't know what she's supposed to do while she's already on the plane.
it really ain't nothing she can do. But that's
Yeah.
politics, though.
Yeah,
It looks like when the people need their elected officials, she was not here. And by the time she got here, the problem was already so bad, there was really nothing she can do.
First of all, that flight to Africa long.
As long as fuck.
I'm not.
They
I'm
turn
not. You know what
around
I'm saying?
and
I'm
look
not
at the
turning
plane.
right back around. No, I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna relax for a minute.
when your mayor is not here, and again, it's not her. The fire hydrants ran out of water,
That's crazy.
which is not. It's not really crazy if you think about it. A fire, when you get one fire hydrant is probably. I mean, we're talking about okay, if it's a house, one or two houses, we can take care of that. We talk about some
Shit,
fire
that's
hydrants
entire
for
yeah,
an
but they
entire
said some
fucking
of them were
neighborhood.
empty though.
No, that's the
like-
reservoirs. That's a problem. The reservoirs where the water is stored was completely dry.
That goes back to
That's
her.
an issue.
Yeah.
Bingo.
That's
This is
okay.
where politics start to
Yeah.
come in at. This is where the budget cuts and
Mhm.
why is the fire hydrants and the tweet.
Why you cut the fire department 15 million, but you put 13 million in libraries? Niggas don't go to libraries.
And
Which
there's
is
a,
Boy.
What are we talking about? What did this have to do?
there was just a lot of money.
Because she moved money.
There was a
from
lot of
different
money she put
departments.
into things
Yeah.
that overall
Didn't matter.
didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Didn't matter, yeah.
So now,
Libraries don't matter.
It's not
Nigga,
that they
my
don't
house
matter.
Is on fire.
I
nigga.
understand that, but how
Level of importance.
I
you
think-
need to read every day. We
I
have
get
to
it.
we have to fight a fire once a year. Cool.
Library's
The
not
other-
important right now. It's on your phone.
That's crazy.
Whatever book you want, anything you want, is right there on your phone.
That's
I
how you
think
walked in the
it's
library.
because they, she put a lot of money behind like progressive things that don't really matter instead of actually maintaining the things that we need.
Who says these things don't matter? Who determines
they
that?
don't matter in the bigger scheme of things. And right now, political wise,
'Cause
this
the-
is
the
about
library's
flipping the
up in
state. It
flames.
doesn't have nothing to do. It don't got
I
nothing
get
to do
that.
with what's on the ground. This is about
Libraries can literally
flipping
burn. You
the
got every
state.
book on your phone.
And you get
That
this
is
situation
crazy.
where they caught her, and then they were asking her all these questions about why she hasn't been there. She was completely silent.
As she
It
should.
took her I'm not mad
Yeah,
at that.
I'm not- yeah.
It took her days to come back and then be like
Mhm.
to have a press conference.
I mean, got it with my titties out. I don't give a damn about that fire.
But then now you had a governor, right? Now you had a governor. This is somebody I thought that was gonna be the next president. Now you got the rich white lady running up on him, asking him.
That shit look fake.
It was
I seen
bad,
that.
though.
That
That was
shit
a
look
bad
fake.
look.
That's bad acting.
That's a
right
bad look, though. It might be. The cameras is on her. But you got a rich white lady walking up to you,
There. That's white woman privilege too.
You
but
think
it
that was
looks
fake,
bad
though?
on
What-
TV.
I didn't- okay, so
It
explain-
looks
Yeah,
bad.
explain what
Explain what happened
happened.
because I don't know what happened.
Nothing. So he was looking at the. You know how politicians do. He got out of his SUV. He was looking at the damage. He was looking at the damage. A white lady runs up on him.
Happened to recognize him
Happened to recognize him. Runs up on him like
and just asked him a bunch of questions.
my
like,
neighborhood burnt down. My kid's school was burned down. What are you going to do?
He's on the phone. Excuse
He's
me.
trying to. He's
I
like,
have the president on the phone right now.
but then he didn't have the president on the phone. He's like, I'm trying to call the president right now, but I'm not having no service. He was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
Said, why is the president not answering the phone for you? Why ain't nobody trying to talk to you?
It was a bad look.
I can do it. I don't
The
mind.
cell phone
working.
tower's burned down, bitch. What you want me to do?
My thing is, where was the security to stop her from getting that?
No,
close
he
to
was
him
right
that
there, and
fast?
she was like, I'm not going to do nothing to him. But they're in a white affluent neighborhood. The rules are different.
That's crazy.
You can't run up on a
rules are
politician
And
like
the,
that.
for the mayor too, that part that's burning, that's not in her jurisdiction from what I heard. She's not over that. That's a whole other part of LA that she doesn't have no.
I know it's a petition out there, and it's over 100K now
Niggas is mad. I
for
get
her to
it.
remove herself.
I mean,
Yeah.
but what, like, even if she was in town, like, what was she
what's
supposed to
to do?
do? But I get it. by not
Politics
having
is a different game. This is about flipping California, making California red. This is what this about. This is a perfect storm. I don't think there was too much, in my opinion, that they could have done. It was just
It
a
was
perfect storm.
planned.
And I mean, it's dry. It was dry as fuck out there. The problem is she was warned that this is a possibility. The possibility happened.
Yeah.
You leave.
What I'm supposed to do? Stay here and fight fires?
This is giving 9/11 was an inside job.
No,
That's what I was
she's-
saying. No, for real.
She finna be
City on
finna
fire, but
be
I
in
still
front of-
got to
she finna
smoke.
be,
I was just finna say that part, but I
she
ain't
finna
want
be
to
ringing
do
that
it.
bell in front of Walmart in a minute. That's what this means.
In front of what Walmart? Fire me from a job. Ain't no job here. Nigga, the city dead. Motherfucker burnt down. I ain't gonna fire me. I ain't gonna fire you on my day off. Ain't no fuck I'm married over.
And then,
Let
like
me
you
go,
said,
nigga.
like you said, and then from this is all political, man. So again, a lot is property taxes is upward to 20% out there. It can't be that fucking high for a lot of these people not coming back. So there's gonna be you're gonna have a whole nother taxes conversation.
I mean, like, where's the
My
like,
heart goes out.
wherever the first, because they saying that this video of people seeing someone trying to light something on fire and saying,
Yeah.
"No, he's back there, he's lighting stuff on fire." For the houses around it, like nobody thought, like, let me try to drench my house with whatever water I have to try to stop the fire from coming into my house.
So you finna go in the kitchen.
Wait, your house?
You finna go in the kitchen get you a cup
Water
of water.
hose.
A water hose.
A water
No,
hose.
do you know
Spray
what
the
they
house.
they
You're supposed to- they
they
did say you supposed
who was that? There was one family on TV. I think I was watching Fox, and they found a guy burnt to death with the water hose still in his hand.
oh my
God
God.
damn.
Yeah, it's-
not
y'all
supposed to
fucked
laugh,
up.
my
Y'all
bad.
crazy.
See?
Fire spreads fast, man.
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It was a news station that like accidentally like showed
Yo,
a dead
that
body
had to be like a movie.
burnt to death.
Oh my.
Yeah, he said they found him. He was in front. They found him with the water hose still in his hand. That's crazy.
Peace to
Y'all-
the family, bro. My bad. But
That is
y'all,
I'm sorry.
bad.
In
Oh
that
my
in that
God.
case, you gotta say pieces to the family.
Jesus.
See? That was a bad idea. Somebody already tried that. See, look.
No, you would have. You gotta with the. What a drum
guy
man.
looking like Freddy Krueger with a water hose is crazy. Freddy with the water hose is insane.
Hey, if it was placed right, niggas be like, he was hanging. If it's placed right, like, damn, he was hanging.
What's the little military dude that was running out here in Nevada? He all burnt up his head and
Sam
shit.
Brown. Sam Brown. Sam Brown.
Sam Brown with the water hose.
All you gotta do is live. You could have been the next governor. You fucked up. Could have been the next governor. All you gotta do is live, nigga. You fucked that
Oh,
up.
man.
Shit.
You fucked up the
Sam
play.
Brown.
Should have wet himself.
Y'all niggas ignorant. Y'all niggas ignorant, man. Y'all some
man.
ignorant kids. Y'all some ignorant
Oh
motherfuckers.
my god. Man, I was getting killed on social media this week for being like having like dark humor because I'm seeing shit and laughing. It's y'all fault too. I wanted to tell y'all I'm blaming all that shit on Views for the Seven.
No, you know what? I
Blame
wanted
us.
to fucking I ain't want to sound like
Inconsiderate.
no, I ain't want to sound fucking not necessarily insensitive, but what's the word like rich people talk when you watching.
Privileged?
Yeah, but I was like, I almost put on like Facebook, right? Because I get on there and niggas it was a whole bunch of California and Vegas shit, right? And I'm like-
Bad.
and I'm like, I woke up and it's like poor Vegas and poor California arguing about some rich shit that ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Bruh.
That's really what it was.
Yeah.
No, for real.
But there are some families that were like affected that were not super rich. Like when you think about like Altadena and Pasadena, like those were some just regular working class.
From what I
homes, too.
seen, it was high middle class to well off.
Y'all was seeing some content creators who she
I
was
ain't
like,
see
we
no
don't-
poor, no regular middle class with regular jobs to poor people. It was all high middle class to.
My wife's friend's grandmother, her house got burned down, and she's retired, but she like it's them low six figures to mid 6 figure families houses that got fucked
Low
up.
6 figure, that's what?
like
100,000.
100,000.
150.
Yeah, that would be like if our house
Yeah.
went up in flames.
You're talking California.
In California, you're poor.
Yeah,
It's
that's
six
house
figures.
poor. Those families, there's a lot of those that got burned.
Yeah.
That's right at the bottom of high middle class, like right on that borderline. They fucked up. They shooting right back down to us.
So was any of these man-made?
The fires,
Yeah.
I believe so.
I think they got one suspect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they got-
arrested
yeah.
someone.
I mean, where do my good credit come in at? I got a 700.
You ain't got no equity. You ain't
Shit,
got,
that don't
you
do
ain't-
nothing. I mean,
yeah.
a 700 don't do nothing, but you can drive
I got a
something or you
800
can buy
then.
something without putting nothing down, but you still got to pay that shit.
Man, listen. Look at my credit score. Gonna give me one of them houses over there.
Shit.
Look out one time. Insurance. Somebody gonna get you back. They gonna pay the down payment later.
No,
when they get it.
Now, why would I do that? You don't have no home to go
got
to,
no-
and you
you
don't got
got no-
you
you
damn
got-
near you probably
I
ain't got no
got good
job either.
credit.
You
Your
need
job
me
didn't
now?
burn.
You need credit and a
I'm
Your
down
good
job
payment.
didn't
for
burn
it.
down too. Your
This is
job didn't
where-
burn
You
down
seeing all
too.
them credit arguments? That's nigga. Where you niggas at now? Y'all should be like,
Your
nigga.
job didn't burn down too. How you gonna repay us this money?
Yeah, where you working at? And nobody paying actors no more.
We was talking about politics. I think on the other side, though, I think this may be good for Democrats. Shit's so bad right now. Shit's so bad right. You can look at anywhere. Shit's so bad. The Democrats look terrible. But the problem is,
But would they step up?
shit's so bad right now that I think the expectations are so high for these next 4 years for Trump.
Do
Like, he has to turn shit around or it's going to be
Do you
ugly
think they
again.
could fix the shit in LA before the Olympics?
The Olympics are coming, ain't it?
Yes.
Mm.
4 years.
That's where they're gonna sleep everybody.
3.5.
I think they need to have a real talk about relocating it.
Nah.
Nah.
I think them
Shit,
areas.
the Super Bowl coming up too, ain't it?
I think
That's
they do get a
not
Super
this year,
Bowl.
next year. But that's in
So far, that's in Inglewood.
yeah.
That's yeah.
That area
okay.
wasn't affected.
I think they need to. You can't. You can't. That's like having Olympics in Iraq.
But where the Olympics is at, like even the stadium, all that shit ain't affected.
Where
mean, it's
where
cool
would the
because
Olympics
now-
be at? Because it's
now
it's
all
all,
that
over. It's not just.
All that shit that burned down, you can go ahead and build the track shit right there.
You just gonna run the 100 over my grandmama body, nigga? You just gonna run the 100 over my grandmama
Just build
body?
the track while
That's
the nigga
crazy.
holding the water hose is
Hey,
dead. huh?
hey, it's free cliffs and shit now.
Build
There.
it right there.
It's like doing the hurdles in
I think
the
that-
cemetery in
the
New Orleans.
the air quality and all that shit too. But
The
I don't know how.
the air quality been trash.
Yeah.
But then
it's
you
been
know,
an
like they said, what
existing
in the lower ninth? I don't think we ever went to the lower. I know. I remember the first time we went to New Orleans when it was Ivan and all of us. There was a large part of New Orleans that wasn't rebuilt yet. That's why I was scared to fucking death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like, nigga, it ain't shit out here.
Yeah.
And then I know they still saying like the lower ninth ward still hasn't like.
Been
A lot of people didn't. A lot of those people did not come back.
What
They
would
went to
come
like
back for?
Houston.
What
So I think it's gonna be the same thing in LA. They just in LA right now. They just got to work on like the air quality is just too bad. But if you talking about 3.5 years,
Yeah.
might want to talk about relocating.
New Orleans was hard to witness because you could see like on the buildings where the water was.
It was
on
a
some
lot.
of them. Yeah.
And New Orleans was raggedy before Katrina. It just made it worse.
Nigga, South is raggedy.
I wouldn't.
South to the South.
Cat raggedy.
I just hope they fix their airport. New Orleans had the worst fucking.
They did. It's a whole new
What?
airport.
That's a whole new.
They got a
airport
brand new
now.
airport.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we went
That
that
shit live.
year,
Yeah, it
Oh
was-
my God.
It was
yeah,
horrible.
fucked up back then.
trying to get
Bitch tried.
Yeah.
Boy, that was one.
did y'all ended up renting a car and driving?
We had
did
to
you?
we had to
No,
drive to
you don't
Houston
wanna-
to
you
get
don't
home.
wanna talk
Shit.
about the,
We had to drive to Houston
Y'all
to get
drive
home,
to Houston.
and we had to leave somebody in Houston. We literally had to leave somebody there.
That's because y'all got them buddy passes from the gay and lesbian center.
Oh
No, I mean that. Well, yeah.
They give out buddy passes.
no.
The buddy passes was crazy.
Buddy
They
passes
had a
was
buddy
crazy.
passer scammer.
Y'all got scared by us.
Had
I
bud
mean,
passes.
the buddy passes were good. It just there was no room on them flights. You know,
Yeah,
buddy
that's
passes.
how buddy
passes
works.
Yeah.
Like
work.
you
They
know,
gotta
you
be- gotta
on
be-
I
Yeah.
guess
standby.
you niggas can get on. Ain't nobody. Somebody. missed
Yeah,
that
pretty
flight yet,
much.
one of
And
them
there wasn't
type
no
of
room.
things.
It wasn't no room. Motherfucker tried to send us to Chicago too.
Buddy pass.
Like,
was-
well, we can fly out to Chicago, and Chicago, you can fly home. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Wait, hold on. Check them flights to Chicago. Is there any flights from Chicago to Vegas? Oh yeah, not to Tuesday, bitch. It's Sunday. So you just gonna fly us out? You just don't want it to be your problem no more. Ain't that about a bitch?
And hope you won't get snowed in too. Was it?
Man, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was an experience.
That was an experience.
Wifey?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to follow up with that long, lengthy conversation.
Yeah, shit going on.
Yeah, but this past weekend I went and celebrated my sister's birthday.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to her. And I realized again that I'm not a mimosa girl. Like, I just do not enjoy champagne.
Champagne's
and
gross.
It is very nasty, and then it's like all them bubbles and all the extra stuff. Like, next time I'm definitely gonna decline on the bottomless mimosas.
How was the
'cause
venue? I'll tell you where you went.
The venue was cool. It was definitely an older crowd, but I'm like, damn, are we the older crowd
Yes.
now? Yeah, I guess we are the
we
older
are.
crowd. They was playing like all of the 90s, early 2000s music. It was cool. We had a good time. One thing that I did also realize is that I don't want to be the late sister or friend anymore. Like, I want to start showing up on time.
You want to be
and
on
stuff.
time?
Yeah, because I don't know. It's like, it's funny. It comes off as a joke, but then it's like people start looking at you like, I can't depend on you to be on time. And that doesn't feel good. Like, it don't feel good.
It's a burden, really.
Yeah,
Like, you know I'm not going to be here. Stop asking me for shit.
Yeah, nigga, 10 o'clock, I'll be here at 10:20.
I've been with that shit my whole life, man.
Well, stop asking me for
I
shit.
don't
'cause
know.
they don't
I
be here.
didn't like, and then when I showed up, like, all of the ladies, they were already there.
I seen the video. They was like, you got to catch up on the
Yeah,
drinks.
on the drinks or whatever, on the mimosas. But they had already had their food ordered, and like they had their drinks and all that stuff. And then here I come, like, having to have the waitress put in another food order.
That's the worst feeling.
like
Yeah.
Watching everybody get their
yeah.
food and like you like.
I'm just sitting there like.
Next time, show up on time.
Hey, exactly. So that's what I said. If I do commit to go to doing something,
But then
I'm gonna
again,
get
you
there on
gotta kind
time.
of check your friends too, cause y'all didn't want to call me on the way, say y'all was ordering, so I can give y'all my order and y'all can just
That's
put
a
my
good
order
point.
in.
Or
that's
just wait.
not especially since you knew I was gonna be late.
Yeah, I feel
Yep.
like y'all should have put my order in.
What
I
you
feel like
say?
I,
But they probably thought I wasn't coming. She probably thought I wasn't gonna come.
Oh, that's a
too.
different conversation then. We
Yeah,
can
I
kinda-
think she probably thought that I wasn't gonna come.
damn, you just fully flake on
I'm
me.
about to say, you the
Yeah,
flaker?
I am. I'm like not even gonna lie to you because I be making plans while I'm feeling extra good. Like, oh yeah, I'm coming. I'll be there. And then by the time it comes, then I done talk myself out of it. Like, I don't want to go. So
Oh, bad.
yeah. So she probably thought I wasn't coming, but we had a good time. But no more mimosas for me. I'm
What they
cool
say,
on that.
man? Disrespect your time. Don't disrespect mine.
Yeah.
But I used to be. I got this relationship. I've picked up some really bad habits. 'Cause
I've literally been the worst thing that has
I've-
ever happened to
I've-
him
I
in his
used,
life.
I used to be like a on,
Just in case y'all
I
was
used to
wondering.
be like a on person, and then
Now you get there when you get there.
Now y'all
yeah,
won.
but it's not
Yeah,
until
y'all was one.
it wasn't until like my barber, right?
Mm-hmm.
My barber is really big on respecting his time, and it's almost like I be want to say something sometimes, but it'd be like, damn, you right though, because I be late and shit.
Do he be late sometimes? Do he go over his time?
Oh, he be sitting in the car and shit. I be feeling bad and shit. Like, shit.
He's very punctual.
Yeah. So it's like it's not until you get, you come across somebody that's really about respect my time, or you be like,
Especially you gotta put that candy paint on you.
no, man, I don't know what the fuck,
Oh,
man.
you get hit with the candy paint now?
Yeah, he's starting to hit like my. He's starting to.
They do that shit
No
unasked.
fun when the rabbit
too.
got the gun, ain't it?
Starting to
That
get
was
that candy.
unprovoked.
It's like I don't know why. I don't know, man.
So
I just-
that shampoo hit different now, don't it?
as long as my shit ain't fucking.
Mayor of North Las Vegas Black.
Nah, that's crazy.
What?
as long as you know what I mean, he ain't pushing me back.
Yeah.
he ain't pushing me back,
Yeah.
or he's got my shit looking wobbly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the candy
Yeah.
paint is for.
Yeah,
Straighten
to
it out.
fill it out.
Yeah.
So it's not wobbly.
I do. Speaking of, I don't like to get into local politics. a lot.
Gotcha.
But I did see something that was very interesting to me, and I let it go. But ain't nobody else catch it.
Was it a birthday party?
Nope.
Okay.
So when Twix announced his defeat,
Mm-hmm.
he did put out there that he felt that there was some funny business,
Some
going on.
trickery
Yeah.
But
I
he
don't
didn't
know.
have the money to.
to prove it.
to research it.
So do we pick and choose or care to when someone says an election is some funny business going on? I'm just talking in the bigger scheme of things.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know. I don't know how that game is played when it gets to that point.
No, okay. I was just
I don't know.
Yeah, this shit was
I
it was
wasn't there.
crazy because I think I hit him up.
He did beat her in the primaries.
Yeah, I hit him
Which
up
is
about it
crazy.
because I was like, if you just because he was like, I'm so far ahead, and right now, even if they do a recount, like the way the count is, there's no way that she can because there's only so many votes left.
Yeah.
And it ended up, and she surpassed him by the amount of past the amount of votes that it was only left. So she caught up and passed him by the amount of votes that was only left.
That's eyebrow raising.
Yeah,
That's all I gotta say
weird.
about
Yeah.
local politics. I don't wanna.
I got you.
Yeah,
want no
that was
smoke.
crazy. I hit him up, and he was just like, he was like, "Little bro, I would have to talk to you in person."
Yeah.
I believe it.
I just
yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
That's
it's
because we
fucked up.
normally like to we normally pay attention and talk about politics on a
National level.
national level,
Mhm.
but it's all.
I think it's definitely
So that's why niggas come in here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro when niggas come up in here and be trying to.
talk that politics shit.
That don't fly with everybody. Because a lot of people do pay attention,
Yeah.
and it's even nastier on the local level.
Mm-hmm.
But
Very much
with
so.
us,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like kind of like these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
In that one situation, spooked me. I ain't gonna lie, so I stay out of it.
I think to see it in real time. Like I don't really follow too many politics, so for me it would have always went over my head. But to see something in real time, like damn,
Shit,
like,
that teller shit spooked a lot of niggas, man. I know it did. Cause you don't hear too much about the local shit. Like how dude was going in, talking about him fucking his staff and all the shit that was where that nigga killed that nigga.
Who we talking about?
The Robert Tellis.
yeah,
He was a journalist that was writing about a local official, and this local official.
Tell us was the official.
Tellis was the official. So who
Yeah.
was the guy that he
That guy that he murdered was the guy who worked for the
Review Journal, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah. That shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. He like went to his
That's
house
crazy.
and everything.
Oh shit.
Bell
Yeah.
dressed up and shit.
Yeah.
Killed him while he was jogging, I believe.
So Tellis killed the newspaper dude
Yes.
Yeah.
while he was jogging.
Yes.
So Tellis might be a serial killer.
Swan Jog.
No, he was just.
If you could catch a nigga while he's like, how did I know what time you like?
Yeah, no,
I know you go to the gym all the time.
but
How
it
am I
was-
gonna learn what time you
Yeah,
go
but
to the gym? Like
it was so stupid.
Oh, yeah,
he
was
got caught. He got
stalking
caught
him.
that's
fast.
crazy.
But he
had
got
been
caught
stalking
hella
him.
fast though. It was some stupid shit that he did.
Bro, you hold into politics and you stalked me to kill me.
First of all, you found out where I live.
Yeah, you
To
did
come
too
and kill
much.
He
me.
got an enhancement though.
did too
The
much.
enhancement is what did him in. Because the journalist was like over 70, I think.
Oh, hate crime
Oh.
against
So
the
he got that.
elderly.
He got that enhancement.
No, you get enhancement for anybody that's a senior over a senior
Yeah,
citizen.
so he
Yeah.
doing time.
Whatever the time
As
it
he
is,
should.
it's
Because
double
what are you
time.
doing?
Yeah, because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Catch this nigga jogging like.
Yeah, they had him on
Well, I mean,
video.
he over 70. I mean, he
Yeah,
wasn't
he got
running
his. They
very
had his
fast.
car. They had his car. They had him. He had like a hazmat suit on and shit.
That's easy to do.
All that
remember
shit.
that.
Yeah.
If you can't catch a 70-year-old nigga running, then
Crime is different.
Then what are
bro.
you doing?
what are
with
you
yourself?
doing?
Crime is different. I was just reading, well, not reading, but I listened to fucking, I think it's Ice-T book where he talking about he used to
Colors.
not what where he talked about how he used to
I'm a
like,
nightmare stalker.
take jewelry and rob and
Yeah.
shit, and I'm like, dang, shit is so different. And I was watching like an older movie, like when they was doing like robberies and shit, and I'm like, damn, it's like you can't get away with shit now.
Oh, there's cameras
Mm-mm.
everywhere.
It's cameras everywhere. It's literally cameras everywhere.
Like I went back and watched that bank robbery in was it L.A.
Heat?
Not Heat,
They watched Heat, but
yeah,
you talking about with the two dudes, right?
bro.
That
and
shit
I was
something crazy.
I went
that
back,
shit
I
was
was looking at
something
that shit like,
Because they was shooting with something.
Yeah, something different.
Talking about when the nigga had the body armor?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
they was shooting with some shit. Well, like even then, it's like
Kinda
crime was just
impressive,
so much.
Easier back then.
Yeah. Like niggas was getting away with shit like that. Like that's why you tried it. You like, man, niggas get away with
He
this.
didn't
all
get away
the
with
time.
that. He died. out
He
there.
didn't, but I'm saying you tried it because you felt like niggas are getting away with it. Now niggas is like, man, it's
Yeah.
Too many cameras.
not only is it a camera in wherever establishment I'm going
Camera
to,
at the
There's cameras
At the
every
red
from the
lights.
moment I leave my house
Yup.
to I
Not even
get,
from the moment you leave your house, right there on your phone.
Yeah, your phone go
Facts.
trace ping where you was at.
and then
GPS.
Yeah.
then everybody ring is recording something. Niggas is just sitting. They ring cameras footage
That's
for
why-
hella murders and
That's
crime
why I
and
be
shit.
like, I know a lot of criminals, and I be like, how the fuck y'all got Siri on y'all phone?
no, for real.
Real shit.
This
Oh, for
motherfucker is
real.
literally like
Listening.
listening to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
How is this? You know,
You can turn
Right.
it off though.
you can turn it off, but a lot of niggas be like, "Hey Siri." I'm like, nigga, you a whole criminal.
Even when you turn it off, did you really turn it off though?
No.
Well, it's like they just it's like a lawsuit active like now where Apple's like trying to settle.
I seen a lawsuit
For the
about it.
eavesdropping, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Siri, yeah.
Seen a,
Google stuff still works though.
seen a
The
lawsuit.
mics on the other app still on.
That's why. What's the name's case was so bad. Snowden,
Mm.
because he really put out there like what the government was capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
All they needed was your email,
Mm.
That's
and then
crazy.
niggas got your whole fucking like tap right into your computer and shit. Watch you do your computer lens and
Watch me on Tasty Blacks.
Right.
Hey man, shout out.
Listen, that's why I be like,
Tasty Blacks.
is this private browser really private? Like,
Right.
Well, I think
you
a lot of
turn
stuff. I
that
think a lot of
on-
stuff on Apple is encrypted. I know they were saying they like you like your FaceTime and your iMessages. They can't. Those are encrypted.
yes, they can. One of the documents he
You Apple niggas
One of the-
always want to try to
one of
say
the
y'all got
docu-
something.
I'm
One
just
of-
saying.
one of the documents Snowden released was showing that the government damn near told these companies they needed all of this data daily.
Mm.
So if you're doing something, they kind of know.
And they getting rid of TikTok.
I mean, what's the
They
name?
would knock on my door by now if they knew what I was.
12?
Man,
It's
yeah.
7 days?
Yup.
7 days. All they gotta do is sell it.
they don't need to. I feel like they don't need us.
And they and
I feel
it's
that's
it's owned by a
Yeah.
Chinese company.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
We're
say,
not
"Get the
selling
fuck
y'all
outta here."
shit. We're not selling y'all nothing. Like,
America
whoa.
first, baby.
It's another company that already. It's a few of them already. That's then
You already got a few like
Imitators.
Tubi TikToks.
Lemonade.
to be TikTok.
To be TikTok.
yeah, they got a few of them.
Yeah, it's all owned by the same company too.
That's crazy. I keep asking my kids, like, what are y'all gonna do? Because they literally sit on TikTok for
Mhm.
hours. All of them, like even the older ones, they be on there watching stuff
Swipe.
and
You be having to stop, man. I told you the algorithm and shit. That shit scares me, bro. It's like
That's what I'm scared
because they
of.
know exactly what you like.
What
If
you
if you take like 5 to 10 seconds on a video,
Mm-hmm.
your algorithm immediately turns into
Yeah.
the shit. That's scary to me.
Yeah.
That's
Everything is
scary to
crazy.
me.
Even like I noticed, even the YouTube shorts. As soon as the top of the year came, it went from 1 minute to now you can have it for 3 minutes. So now they
Mm.
really trying to change everything to that TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Format.
Mhm.
Format.
but
that
that's where the
format
shorts
is
came from. The shorts
Yeah.
came from TikTok.
Yeah,
Mm.
but now,
Yeah.
so now because TikTok finna be gone, beginning of the year they changed it from only being 1 minute to now it's 3 minutes.
that
Mhm.
format.
So now
ain't
you could
going
damn near post
nowhere.
full music videos.
Mm.
in
As
that
a
segment.
short.
That
That's
format
right.
ain't going nowhere. So I mean,
No, that format here to stay.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? America first, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
You know, data driven. You know what I mean? You know, what you do with your data is being sold anyways. But I'd rather it be sold within the U.S. than
Yes.
somewhere else.
And them.
Agreed.
Wifey, anything else?
No, that's about it.
Oh,
What's been going on with you?
I ain't got shit going on, man. I've been tired. I worked both my off days, so
Money.
I couldn't work Saturday because I had too many hours. So I slept
The whole day.
a lot of it. I was tired as a motherfucker, man. And so now I've been chilling, man, getting ready for this test on Tuesday. I know it ain't, it's pissing me off, but I'm gonna go do it anyways.
You want to get your dick tested too?
You already
Whoa.
get that.
I get that every 6 months.
Oh,
Oh.
In 6 months?
Every year.
Or every year.
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
But I get full panel. Full panel.
So you get the
Yeah.
you get the cotton swab in your pee hole.
No. They can do all that shit with your blood.
Yeah, blood and
But
urine.
I'd get full panel, so it'd be like instead of it being like 2-3 vials, it'd be like 10, 11 maybe.
That's a lot of goddamn blood.
Yeah,
Blade?
full panel.
Everything.
I'm getting full. I need to know everything,
Oh,
so they can tell me like, how close I am to being into it. What's the ones that stick out? Like,
Gay?
no, that's crazy. Like the percentage of how close am I to having a stroke based upon my
Yeah.
Yeah,
blood
STD?
work and all that shit.
Yeah, STD test?
No, the
Blood.
STD is included,
Included with the blood
but
test.
I'm gonna get a full
Oh.
blood panel. Yeah, I'll get all that shit, so they know. My red blood cells, I'm all that. I do that once a year.
Yeah, you basically a Dr. House experiment.
Bro, see, it seems like
At this
seems
point.
like now that I done started going, I'd stay up in that motherfucker. I
That's
see
how
why
that's how
I
it
see why
starts,
black
too.
men, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, baby Tuskegee.
Them co-pays add
No,
up, man.
because it's one of them is now that I've been going so much,
Mhm.
I know the hustle. I know like you trying to get my insurance for as much as you can. I
Mhm.
know that, but two, I do want to get myself better. You know what I'm saying? I like going in there and they're saying
Preventative instead of reaction.
yeah,
Yes.
I like going in there
Yeah.
and they're saying nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Instead of going in there and be like, hey man, I got a list. You know, like
Yeah.
these last couple times, these last few times, I was going with doctor be like, oh man, you good, everything's healthy. Now, these next time it's like, hey man, you gotta watch this. You know what I mean? This right here. So I'm just like checking off this box. I wanna, just get myself back together. I haven't watched nothing. Have I watched anything?
Wait. Before we leave that, like,
I ain't watched
how often do you go to just go see your primary care provider?
Well, now, shit, I get a full blood panel once a year. I go to my primary every 3 months or so.
So you
Yeah,
go
like
every month.
But
Quarterly.
now it's I'm going. I
I'm
got
saying without all the things that are going
Every
on,
3
like just
months.
regular. So every 3 months, wifey.
Well, y'all know I got a medical condition, so I got to go. Uh, so I go, I go about quarterly because they have to check my medication, and I do have to do blood work every single time so that they can check my hemoglobin and to see where I am. I do have like from the last time that I went, they said that I think what is it, a AC1?
A1C.
Yeah, A1C.
Yeah.
That it was like pre-diabetic. So I'm like I'm heading in
Yeah.
the better direction. But like he said, I feel like it's since I did have that, the diagnosis of being a diabetic, that I do need to be more like try to reverse what's already there and then make sure that nothing else pops up. Because
Yeah.
with diabetes, like then usually you have like hypertension or high cholesterol or all those other
Yeah.
little things that start to develop. But all my other numbers, everything looks good. It's just
yeah.
the diabetes.
My
So-
fear is being a guinea pig and feeling like y'all trying to keep me sick. I
Which a
think
lot
I'm
of
scared that.
medication does do that.
I feel like that.
A lot of the medication does keep you sick.
No, my doctor would be like, hey, I want you off of this. You gotta get off of this. So when I first had the medical episode, I was on something that was very, very strong, I suppose. He was like, all right, man, we gotta get you off of this. Like it's really trying to get me up out of there. It's really quick. It's not like I can tell. Like my primary physician is solid. It's when you go to these other places
Specialists and all that.
and you can like,
Yeah.
oh, they trying to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they trying to, you know what I'm saying?
That's how often you go?
Once a year.
Once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a copay for that because it's your annual then if you go.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you start talking about something else. That's something that they don't tell you about, like on the billing aspect.
Yeah.
I have had so many patients when I used to work in the, doing the medical billing.
Mhm.
They would call in and be like, how do I have a copay? Well, if you start talking about any of like your medical conditions, then it's a separate billable charge for that. So now you got a copay unless it's just.
Bill me.
Regular shit, man.
Feel you?
Well, every time I go in there, man, $10 copay.
Man, they be playing, man. Nah,
Okay.
that
And that's cheap.
That should be they be fucking with
Feel
your
me?
credit score though. If you don't,
Yeah, if you don't pay it.
fuck with
If you don't
yeah,
pay it.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
why let me try to
Help that shit.
let me
Feel
try.
me?
But it ain't. If you get a primary physician, if you get a good one, they be trying to get you in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's when you start going to these specialists where it's like,
Mhm.
man, And the dental try to.
Oh, dental.
dental is
And they
the
want
most-
their money up front.
Fluoride and nigga, if you don't just go ahead and clean these motherfuckers.
Feel me. Shit.
No, don't
That's-
have something that you gotta have done.
Yeah.
Like
Dental
they want
be-
their money.
Yeah,
Up
dental
front.
be, dental is a
never had that
complete
problem.
hustle.
They'd be like, "Do you want to finance it?
Yeah.
Are you
They got
interested
a
in care
platinum
credit?"
care credit plan.
I never had that. I never had no dental problem, so I'm good. So you go once a year. Do you get your colon checked?
When you brush your teeth,
I got it
when you brush your
done.
teeth, they don't bleed.
No,
Okay, shout out to you then.
You ain't got bleeding gum disease?
no, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
Y'all gums? Wait, y'all gums bleed around this motherfucker?
No, I'm
used
saying,
to,
but that's a
that's a-
sign of gingivitis.
Yeah.
I definitely did at one point. Like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? So I
Yeah.
definitely, that's what made me go to the
Niggas be
dentist.
like, hey, no.
That's what made me go.
niggas be like, I be brushing my teeth.
And they be
They be brushing my teeth so hard they be bleeding. I be like, nah, you got gingivitis.
gingivitis,
Got
man.
gingivitis,
Yeah,
baby.
Real shit.
Gonna get you some of that Listerine.
That is crazy.
No, you said what you was asking? That's all. I'm sorry.
I said you get his colon checked.
I got it checked 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's not like a yearly thing.
It's supposed to be like
is
a
it?
5-year thing. I think.
It's every 5 years.
I think it's every 5 years.
Starting when?
They say
40.
you're supposed to start at 40. Yeah, that's about right. Because I had what is it when they put the camera up there?
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, and they rape you with the camera.
Shit feel good,
I still
though.
got to do the shit.
shit
SO
Say it
told me
feel
about.
good.
Yeah,
Not,
you
not
crazy for
having the
that.
camera stuck up your ass. That's when I had the
You just said
Probofill
it
though.
feel good.
The Probofill.
Did you say it feel good?
I said the
I heard
the
that.
Probofill.
What is that?
That's the shit they put you
They
to
put
sleep.
you to sleep. You
Now
they,
that feel good.
they didn't put you to
They
sleep.
put me to sleep, my nigga.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on.
They say
'cause
count
we
to
having 3
10.
different
Once you get to
conversations.
4,
Scared of
you
that.
out.
More like two.
MJ scared me, bro.
Nigga,
Like
that
when they
shit.
pulled my wisdom teeth, I was wide awake.
Boy,
Oh,
that's some
you're
of the
a brave
best
soldier right
sleep
there. That's
that
the
you
best
can
sleep
ever.
ever.
The Probofill. Yes,
I understood
indeed.
what Mike was
My-
going through, boy.
So
That
what's-
shit-
Yes, indeed.
How do you know when you wake up? That's the problem.
That nigga
You
said
may
this-
never wake
That
up.
nigga said count to 10. I got the 3 hours out.
For me, there was no in between. I was falling asleep and then I was waking up. There's no in between time.
Yeah.
I didn't dream nothing.
That's how mine was
That
too.
shit
When
was
they had, they took
Nah.
out all 4 of my wisdom teeth.
That's scary.
and
That's scary.
Yeah.
Because if you never wake up, you never know you woke
Nah,
up.
the
just
scary
never
part
know.
is when you do the colonoscopy, they make you drink magnesium, and you just gotta like shit.
Oh,
all nigga.
Oh, your stomach be empty.
That shit be water coming out, man.
Yeah.
That shit is scary.
It take a few. It's a few days, but it's
You
a
don't
few
want to
days
leave
of
the
treatment.
house.
You gotta eat bone broth.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
it
worse than magnesium? Because you could buy the little magnesium bottles at.
Yeah, that's what they had. I had to drink 3.
Oh,
God
no,
damn.
boy.
Couple bottles, yeah.
I started having back pains. I was shitting so hard. My uncle OG, he be like, yeah, that's what happened, man. You clean your system and take that stuff, your back gonna start hurting. I was like, really? And it did.
Damn.
That shit
Doodle
crazy.
wrong. Nigga. I ain't never heard nigga have bad doodle form.
I got to do the shit that SO told me about, man. I still ain't did it yet. And I don't think I went because it's almost
Check for
embarrassing.
prostate?
The ears. I ain't never had that done.
Oh, get your
before.
ears
Oh, the ear
clean?
clean.
Yeah,
Oh, nigga,
That
that
shit
shit
is gross.
disrespectful.
that's humbling.
Yeah.
I ain't never did it before, so I know it's like.
They pulled some shit on my ear. That really had me checking my cleaning habits. Like, damn.
You had to go to your primary first to get
I
referred,
went to
though,
the
right?
primary care, and then I went to like a person that specializes in ear.
No, I'm saying you had to tell
Yeah.
your primary you want to get your ears
Yeah.
checked.
Okay, I
Referral
did
to
that
Yeah,
Okay.
next
it's
time.
the
then.
ear, throat, and nose doctor.
Ear-
But you don't require
Oh, y'all got
a
PPO.
referral. Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Hell yeah, you got to
He can go wherever
PPO.
you want to go.
rich people problem.
Shit.
I don't know what that. I don't,
PPO, you get to choose your doctor. HMO, you got to work with a select group of
Yeah.
doctors.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want it done.
And you
I
gotta
just
get
ain't-
referred. Yeah, when you got HMO, you gotta get referred by your primary.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't just go get I couldn't just go get a vasectomy. I had to tell my primary.
That's
and
my
then-
next goal.
Yeah,
The vasectomy?
Yeah,
Skinny, how often? You go
I'm
to
big
the
on it. I don't want no
doctor?
more
You're big,
like.
you're big on everything.
Oh.
Damn.
Skinny, how often?
That's crazy.
How often you go see your primary, bro?
That's crazy. Yeah,
That
I
was
see how,
unprovoked.
I see how you slid that in.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
I don't. I'm just gonna wake up dead.
I'm going to wake up dead. Hey, sometimes you just got to walk that shit off, man. I get it, man.
Bro,
I feel
listen.
you.
You stupid.
Listen.
You stupid.
That's
Hey, I
how my
can't-
granddaddy was, and he
Yeah.
outlived everybody.
I'm about to say, yeah.
This
He
is
stopped
fucking-
taking. He didn't do
This
no
is
medicine.
real old people conversation right here.
It is.
Yeah.
I be scared. Like even like I'm new to the fucking job world, and I still ain't set up my insurance.
Damn.
They
I still ain't
picked
set
it
it
for
up.
you. They picked it for you.
Oh,
You
but-
have after open
They did, I don't know
enrollment,
nothing about it.
they put you with the default
Yeah.
carrier.
They sure do.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
see, I'm just thinking I ain't got shit.
No, you got
No,
it.
you got some.
I don't be knowing what they be taking. Like, so do I see that when they take the money? I don't
Yeah,
fucking know. Bro.
it'll
You
say
look at your
medical.
paycheck stubs either?
Man, whatever come up on my motherfucking card, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't never check to see what got
You don't
took
know how
out.
much you
of
get
me.
taxed.
That is crazy.
Nothing.
I don't pay attention to none of that shit.
At least
I
go
just
down.
put my shit on my tax, whatever.
You
I'm supposed to-
freestyling
whatever
life.
they-
That is crazy.
I freestyle the fuck out of life. I freestyle the fuck out of life, bro.
He gonna wake up when he 80 and react to his own life and shit. Dude.
Bro, I be like,
Let me
oh
see it.
shit, I don't be knowing
Wait,
shit. Like I just
So like even for the kids though, you don't want to like make sure your insurance straight for it because you get to put them on your insurance, right?
they got good
They
mamas.
got mamas. Yeah.
They got mamas.
But they could be double covered.
Okay.
Shit, I could be too, I guess.
Oh, there was something. Oh, fuck around. I was in the. You know what? I was in the gym. Did I say this last week when I was in the gym and the youngster told me about motivation?
No.
So I was in the gym and shit. Me and this old dude was talking. Me and this older dude was talking. He was like, "Man, I'm like fresh off of sugar. I'm going crazy." And I'm like, "Man, I know. I'm understanding, man. You know." And the OG was like, "But you know, I'm motivated to get right. The youngster came up to us and was like, "You know what?" He called me OG. I ain't react to it though. He's like, "You know what, OG?" He said, "You know, motivation is for pussies."
Oh,
Right? I said,
What?
I said, "What you mean?" He was like, "Anybody can do it when they motivated, but what you gonna do when you ain't?" And I said, "Damn, you know what?
That's a good point.
wow.
You all right?" I felt kind of bad and shit. I was like, "Damn, nigga, you know, all right." He was like, "You know, good luck," and walked out.
Some cold shit.
It's a white boy.
Hey.
I was
That's
like,
true, though.
first of all,
That's
white
true.
boy calling his OGs is fucking
Crazy.
crazy in the first place. But he's like, "Yeah, motivation is for pussy." He's like, "What you gonna do when you ain't motivated?" And I'm like, "Damn, that hurt."
That's real shit.
But it's some
though.
real shit though.
I'm still in that.
Mm.
I
That's
said,
crazy.
"Damn, all right," and walked out.
Explain it.
What do you mean?
What does it mean for motivation is for pussies? I'm confused.
Meaning, like anybody can do something when you're motivated, but what happens when you have to do something when you're not? That's when, in my opinion, that's when discipline comes in. At and a lot of us ain't disciplined. A lot of us move off of motivation. So that's what it meant to me.
That's how I
That's how I
received
took
it.
it.
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess so. I think it's easier to be motivated than disciplined though, for most people.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, in anything,
Yeah.
because you know that's how you start things. That's how you try to start new habits or whatever. You like, I'm motivated to stop doing this, but if you're not disciplined, there's no longevity there.
I agree.
So
I mean,
Shout out to the youngsters, man. It's a lot, you know, some of y'all out there with a little bit of knowledge.
mm,
Young white boy though.
Yeah.
It's a white boy. Call us OGs. That was crazy.
is OG more
Yeah, he
disrespectful
got
or is Unc
something
more
going on.
disrespectful?
OG. Oh my God. I almost fought a nigga a couple years ago. Fought a youngster.
Because he called you OG?
Hell yeah. Like,
Term of endearment, man.
nah, I ain't ready for that.
I think feel like Unc is more
I
disrespectful.
think Unc more disrespectful.
but
No,
it's some
Unc is
young
crazy.
boys that call themselves Unc.
Yeah.
Like
Unc is a little crazy.
Yeah, I'd rather be OG.
But OG, when it first, I was like, man, don't call me that, man. My name is Dante. And he came out again. I said, "Hey, my nigga, you got one more time. Don't fucking call me that no more, bro." He's like, "Man, I ain't mean nothing by it. I ain't mean nothing by it, bro. What you tripping for?" I'm like, "Man, just don't call me that, man. My name is Dante."
So, it sound like when women be called, getting called ma'am. Like,
Right.
you know,
no,
ma'am.
auntie, but people say auntie is a negative thing anyway.
Y'all don't stress younger generation to call you
PT.
like Mr. your last name?
Nah, there ain't no slave me, no shit. No, that's slavery shit. Don't fucking Mr. me. Don't sir me. None of that shit.
Really?
Them slave terms to me.
Ma'am is okay.
Don't
You
fucking
think the
sir
younger
me.
generation kind of don't have a certain respect for older cats because we don't instill that call me Mr. and Mrs.? rule?
As I get older, respect is earned. As I'm getting older, because
Yeah.
a lot of these niggas is just old ass people, and
That's true.
That don't
know,
deserve it.
y'all in
Yeah.
y'all in old bodies, but y'all still like real young minded.
True.
So to me, it's less about respecting your elders, and nigga, respect is earned, bro.
Mm.
Now you got, you know, grandmas ain't the same either though. So a lot of them, like I said, respect is earned. But you got them grandmas that be like, who's that Mexican over there? It's fucking skinny grandma shit. Oh, that Mexican girl over there. Who's that?
Damn.
Johnny, is that a Negro?
You make a bet, you lay it. Ivan, you had something on your mind yesterday that
Yeah, there was a discussion. Shout out to Stacey G. He made a
big dust.
he made a statement and he's kind of been standing on it. And then I saw the conversation on Facebook and on Instagram about like hip hop needing more unity.
Yeah.
As somebody who's primarily an R&B listener, so I'm not not on a local level, not on a national level. I'm not a big hip hop guy, but I always perceived hip hop to be a combat sport or a competitive thing.
Yes.
So I'm confused on, do y'all want unity or is it supposed to be competitive?
I want it competitive because I think when there's more unity, the music starts sucking.
Yes, I agree. Not necessarily, and I like.
When I mean competitive, I ain't talking about you finna kill the next motherfucker, but like be competitive and spitting your bars and making music and trend setting. Like people are just everybody buddy. Hip hop too friendly,
Yes,
and then I think that's what declines the music.
I think that's a big part of what Kendrick is doing now. Is like,
Yeah.
we're colleagues, but we're not friends.
Right.
Mm.
And I think that's what's kind of, to me, again, being an R&B guy, kind of turning hip hop on his ear a little bit. And I like it. I like what it's doing. Obviously, it's big for Kendrick.
On a national level, as far as local music, I don't know. I'll just say I don't know if I want it competitive or I want it friendly. I think it might need to be friendly locally.
Why is that?
Just because leverage. Who's doing what? Who has the leverage? So I think you kind of do got to be buddy to create a movement as a whole or a sound or like a culture thing as far as local. So you do got to be buddy to a certain degree, but still be competitive as far as creating the music.
I think you can be competitive without being antagonistic, right? Like I don't have to.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know.
Can
That's
you
my.
give me any example of competition in hip hop where somebody wasn't the antagonist?
No, I just said I'm an R&B guy.
Oh.
Luther and Freddie Jackson didn't have these problems, as far as I know. So, no, I can't.
I mean, you had an R&B.
Who?
Prince, Michael Jackson,
Rick James
Rick James.
with
Oh,
everybody.
that's before my time.
You got niggas that kill people, fucked each other's wives.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Womack.
Got Bobby
But you
Womack.
also are pro unity on the local level. So, like, what does that look like for you?
I am pro unity on the local level. I don't think as far as the music is going to be what it's going to be, like, because most of the people that's tripping in music like somewhat have real problems.
Mm-hmm.
So that I don't speak to, but I think on a local level it helps push the culture. It helps push the situation. Like a lot of these local platforms low key need each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all utilize each other, even for the conversation, right? Like you got one that's gonna go on this show, because if you're always the interviewer and you're never in the interviewee seat, so it kind of helps both ways. So I'm for the unity in the local part of it. I look at it like family, right? Like I don't really care for, like me and my brother is good, me and my cousins is good. Like we're united. Even when we beefing, we're united. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga come over here tripping with you, like he got it. I'm going down with the shit.
Yeah.
So I look at it like that when it comes to local. Like this is my brotherhood. This is my family. I might not always agree with you, but if it get ugly, I'm dying with you. I'm back to back with you in whatever situation. Like I don't care, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? If we lose this and we die today, nigga, I'm dying with you. If we win, we can have this conversation. Like, yeah, I believe in that in every aspect, even with family and everything. So I'm for it for that. Like as a team, right? Like if you're the Steelers, if you're the Bulls, if you're the Lakers, as a team, y'all have to figure it out to get the win.
Correct.
Agreed.
So I look at local like that.
Okay.
Locally, we got to be the team to figure it out to get the win.
Yeah.
Now, once we get outside of here, we can be whatever the fuck we want to be. Like we can do everything else. But right now, we need the coach. We need somebody to play each position so the job can get done. So yeah, I'm always like that locally.
Okay, that makes sense.
What?
Go ahead, look at it.
What are your thoughts on it?
You're asking a crab in a barrel to be united.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. I applaud Skinny's thought process on it. That'll never happen though. Just hip hop in general is real first person. You know what I'm saying? It's all about this person climbing up the ranks and being the guy. You know, that's just hip hop in general. It's real first person. You know, normally in hip hop it starts where you're talking about you know, social issues, social commentary. That's usually where people start in hip hop, and then you graduate to a capitalistic mindset. That's hip hop and rap in itself. If you really want to boil down to things, again, from my understanding of things and how the way the world works, unity only helps the top. Always.
Facts.
And I was telling them Skinny and them yesterday, man. When it comes on the local level, everybody wants to be seen, man, and everybody wants their credit. In my opinion, every time I see the word unity, it's a slap in the face. As far as local shit goes, right? Because as far as I'm concerned, the only incident that has happened where it was a very, very bad situation happened at a Views event.
Facts.
Where was the fucking unity talk then?
Yeah.
Was it because we're not a part of the local hip hop scene? Or what? If we wasn't cool niggas, that incident that happened would have shut us down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave a fuck about how we bounced back from that. No one cared. Niggas a whole scene out there, and it ain't had nothing to do with Views. But when we all walking back in, it's you know, you guys are great hosts, but you know, y'all gotta stop fighting. The fuck you mean, y'all?
Yeah, nothing to do with us.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the perception.
Yeah.
That's the perception. Now, if it happened to any of these other local niggas, then it would be it'd have been a whole discussion about it. No one gave a fuck because it was us. It was Views. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So every time I see that shit, it's a slap in the face to me, especially when all the unity talk comes mostly from niggas that's supposed to be uber positive. You the niggas that's the epitome of the pot calling itself black. It's the epitome of. You know what I'm saying? Like, and until niggas really look in the mirror and say what it was, I don't give a fuck about none of that positive, none of that unity talk. Now, it's one of them over there. I fuck with to the core. We mentor kids together. You know what I mean? I fuck with his son. I love what his son doing. That's dog right there. But the rest of that shit, I shook it off. I ain't say nothing about it. But I'll be lying if to say I ain't feel a way about it. For niggas to just wipe it off like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like any other event, niggas walk up in there with wife beaters on. You know what time we on. You know what I'm saying? What was all the positive in the unity talk then? So that's a slap in my fucking face. I don't want to hear it.
So is it a slap in your face because it's unity, or is it a slap in the face because it's coming from individuals who
y'all supposed to be the uber positive niggas?
And
y'all supposed to be. I'm gonna keep it real at this point. When you come to local, when it comes to the local hip hop scene, they're the ones everybody look at. Y'all supposed to be the ones setting the example. Y'all supposed to be the ones setting the example. But we can't. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like if this happened at a Code 7 event, if this happened at the rest of these niggas under the guise of Code 7. It would be World War fucking 3. It's like, why the fuck is this shit happening at my shit?
Yeah.
But because it happened at ours, nigga, wasn't nothing said. and respectively, we bounce back from it because we cool niggas. We not into none of that. But the fact is, some shit like that happened at our event that could have fucked us all.
So the people pushing positivity shouldn't be those people.
No, niggas, the pot calling itself black every time I see it. I don't want to hear about it. And then I'm the new nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was on the show that kind of got into the local shit, but I'm the new nigga. I was still the nigga that just got my shit off.
Yeah.
I ain't paying attention to none of this shit. None of you niggas like each other. This is a fact.
But is it you? But you wasn't the target either.
I wasn't the target, but I'm sitting there. I'm quiet. I'm watching around. Now I'm in this village. Now I'm seeing the different niggas. I'm around the different characters. None of you niggas like each other. And they all get, you know what? They all get by saying, shout out to Skinny. That's why that's the get out of jail free card right there. Shout out to Skinny. That's bro right there. None of you niggas like each other.
So the unity talk is fake to you?
Fake as fuck, and that's why it's not moving nowhere.
I think the views situation was a fucked up situation. I mean, but
that
the niggas,
no one spoke on.
Nah, niggas spoke on it. They apologized 1,000 times.
I ain't
Publicly?
No apology. I want that shit.
They apologized.
Not publicly. I want that shit to be as loud as it was at that event.
Ray Son and OT went on their show and apologized. They apologized to Dante. They kept apologizing to Dante.
Oh, I ain't hear that. And if they
kept apologizing to Dante. They apologized to the nigga hella time. So
ain't that about a bitch?
I ain't hear it, but if they did, I apologize.
And that is where the separation come in. Yeah, it's like it's certain niggas look at certain things like as individuals and not as the team aspect of it, right? Because it wasn't a man, my apologies to Views. It was like apologize to Spence, apologize to Dante. You know what I'm saying? When certain stuff happened with a coach, it's apologize to Skinny. It's not apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas pick and choose who they want to apologize until, and not the brand of what's going on. And I think that's more of the issue. Like, nigga, we're a whole brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's more than just one particular person when certain things happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
But people look at, oh well, this is the leader of that. I'm gonna talk to of that person. You know what I'm saying? So I think the apologies in that situation had happened, and then but I'm with you on the same note because of it's still tension that y'all show, right, towards the other individual that y'all got into it with. So if y'all talking unity, y'all should be able to have a conversation with anybody that's within this realm because if they're in this realm of this local situation, it shouldn't be, oh well, he not really from Vegas because, I mean, honestly, nobody from that camp is from Vegas outside of one. Mm-hmm. Everybody is from somewhere else, and they came here. The person that y'all was mad at in this situation is from somewhere else and came here too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the funny thing about unity, though, is like in most cases, people are okay with unifying if they can control the narrative. So if they can be in control of how the unity looks, then that's what they want. But they, looking at it overall, like you said, you should be able to have this discussion with everybody. Then if you want to unify, that means you have to include everybody that's included in media, and you are alienating one person. You're not really about unity.
Facts.
It's just
it's the same thing when they talk about black women. It's always protect black women, but it's nigga usually protect the black women that you like. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
how it go.
as far as the situation with Stacey and the Fifth Element that I seen yesterday, I don't think anybody was wrong in that situation. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants their credit for what they feel like they've done, and you can't be mad at somebody who decides to respond in a way when they feeling disrespected. You know what I mean? I do feel like there's a very, very but age divide there where niggas just not gonna get down with whatever he did back then, and he ain't, he got his own, his own situations. But that's, man, that's really what I had on it. But I was like, when I was watching it, it was just like, it was a slap in my face. I felt like it was a slap in the face, not only me, but my entire group, when the only real incident that could have really changed some shit happened
At a views
at a
event.
views event.
Views event.
I don't want to hear no shit about no unity, bro. Not right now.
That's why I say people they picked and choose in that situation. And then when I look at this particular situation, I do feel like it's a right and a wrong, but that's because I went back and I watched the episode and I was like, well, they did give you the shout out. Like they did say, shout out to you and he been doing it for the city for a long time. Like they did give you that. And then you came and you said all the extra shit and then now you kind of getting called out on some Payola shit.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. I don't even wanna-
Yeah, like
But
now then it got ugly.
It wasn't them two. It wasn't them two. You know what I'm saying? Let them two. It was the loser with the 70s name that. Why the fuck is you inserting yourself into this? You know what I'm saying? It's that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Come on, nigga. It was that shit. That's all I was saying. Like,
that one was
Like,
that
nigga,
was crazy.
you are like the definition of like a narcissist. Like you make everything about you, G.
I understood that part. That'd be my issue with, and I like I said on one of the posts, right? Like we was talking, I'm like, it's as far as platforms, it's lightly a unity thing. Like all you niggas talk shit behind each other back. Like I know that. Like I've literally seen my name in text messages that y'all mad at me about. You know what I'm saying? So I know that y'all done all said shit about me. Y'all all talk shit about each other. Like I've been around y'all. When I'm around one, you talk shit about the other, and y'all in the same camp. So I know that y'all do that part. So it's like I look at it all like, but at the same time I look at it like family shit, right? Like, yeah. Shit in the family, like.
Yeah.
And I think that I'd be like all y'all is on some fuck shit.
Yeah, it is.
But
and
like,
then here come Just Be. Like Just Be reminds me of like you remember when the Knicks and them got into a fight and dude was dragging Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah.
That's how I look at. That's how I look at Just Be. Like he just Jeff Van Gundy just getting dragged across the court and shit, trying to stop fights and shit. Hey, brother.
Nobody wins with the family feud.
Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to do the dirty work. I fuck with this. I fuck with Just Be, man.
He like Just Be remind me of like Samuel Jackson before he died on Deep Blue Sea. Hey man,
Oh,
be
shit.
giving his speech and just get swallowed. You know what I'm saying? Just swallow. But shit, man. Hey, if they did, you know what I mean? You know, like I said, shout out to them. It ain't never no love lost here. You know, I fuck with Slim. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I feel like we was in the trenches together, man. When it came to them kids, so that's something I'll never forget, man. But it does, man. It does like a slap in the face, man. That you know, I don't even want to say feelings hurt, but it's like, nigga, that could have really fucked some shit up for us. You know what I mean? Like when we talk about events and what we really do, I could have really fucked up a lot, and I could have really put a black eye on our situation.
Mm-hmm.
And
You gotta apologize to the shit. I ain't know you the only one got to apologize.
I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I usually just I shrugged it off my shoulder.
They went on that show that next week and they
I seen the brother
apologized to Spence.
I seen Rassam, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck me, huh?
We showed each other love. We was at the turkey, you know what I'm saying? We was at the turkey bowl, you know what I'm saying? We chilled and
Cause they was calling, blowing on my phone, like, man, can you tell Spence?
Yeah, so it was almost like it's you know it's love there as black men, but it was still like damn like.
But I think even you said that then.
That shit hurt.
You was like, nigga, y'all keep saying me like, nigga, this is a views event though. I think you said that
I don't remember but
when they reached out.
Yeah, man, shout out.
When they was like, man, I need his number, and when I hit you, you was like, oh, it's a views event. What are you trying to just contact me for?
Yeah, that shit hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was drunk, so it was
Fuck
like,
me, huh? That's crazy.
nigga, I was so drunk, bro. I don't even know what I was doing. Nigga,
I was there.
Nigga could have whooped me out. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole wrist
Nah, you
injury
would've
for
got
months
whooped
and
out.
shit. But no, I was too drunk. I'm not doing no fighting.
No.
I am too drunk.
That's low-key carry a nigga. I'm small as hell. I'm like, this shit is
That nigga,
What
boy,
is happening?
That nigga
wow.
fly is like that's
fly is like a fly.
like
That nigga was a sting.
it's like damn man. I'm between both of these niggas, man. I'm trying
It
to
just was
fuck.
landing.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a big, and you know, you're a big guy, and you know, it's just a lot going on, bro. It's just a lot of meat rolling. You know, it's just a lot of
Whoa,
meat.
whoa,
No, not like that. Like it's just a lot of skin flying. You know what I'm saying?
whoa.
So it's like fuck. You know, I'm in the middle of
Ooh.
this shit. I'm in the middle of this
Guys
shit.
around you.
I'm drunk. I'm trying to de-escalate the situation.
It's too much meat around, huh?
I like that.
Please.
But
It was a blackout.
I shouldn't have. Now that we can, now it's old. I can laugh about it, but I shouldn't have fucking left them niggas. Cause I was talking to them, the Fifth Element guys, and then the DJ started playing BM Junior, and I was like, hey, I love you niggas. I love you niggas, but I'm not, nigga. I'm finna go crash out real quick. BM Junior coming on. You know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, this nigga Fly coming around the corner. And I see these niggas standing by the door. I said, fuck, they finna meet. So let me jump in between them real quick. Pause. I said, let me jump in between them real quick. And next thing I know,
Here we are.
Chaos ensues.
Make him feel the Escalade, put his feet in the bleed.
man, that was my shit too.
Yeah.
But before we got anything before we get up out of here? Shout out to them brothers. If they did, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? My apologies, but I would be lying if I didn't feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I do. I work hard for us to be looked at as the cool niggas. You know what I'm saying? We all affiliated in some different type of way. You know, that's what this panel was for.
Yeah.
You know, different backgrounds but I applaud and I appreciate that when people think of a views event. I've never got in the 7 years that we've been doing this shit, in the time that we've been doing shows, I've never got a who's all gonna be there.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and I just felt like that situation could have really fucked up, man. So, you know what I mean? Because in terms of that, I do feel like that's where, how artists look. You know, when we always talk about artists getting all their money from touring and shit, I do look at, like, that's what we eat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, hey, man, where can they find y'all at, man?
Y'all can find me at Shayna_Candy. That's SHAYNA_KANDII, and that's everywhere.
I am S to the O, Instagram and X.
Young Al Bundy, YUNG_I_Bundy on Twitter and IG. And shout out to my brother Grease. We love you.
Man, shout
Yes.
out.
Shout out to Grease, bro.
We appreciate you, man.
Jesus.
Rest up.
Skinny
you
Junior
eat,
777 on Instagram.
I said,
He said rest
No,
up,
this nigga
like
say rest up.
like get your rest.
Oh,
your
like
rest,
I took
nigga.
that. Like
Nah.
what? This said this nigga ain't greasy. The rest easy. What the fuck is happening right now?
Don't you ever say that.
He dead.
Nah, he ain't dead. He good. Grease good, man. He doing a lot
Yeah,
better.
man. I'll say about we wait on you supposed to do all the
Did
wrap
you-
up.
did- I don't know if it was bad, but is it wrong that I went like right to his underwear? See what type of underwear he was on. I was for the bag on his underwear. I skipped right past the bullet.
I started to do that too.
Oh,
so I
okay,
was like,
okay.
yeah,
I
let me.
Hey, I
thought
think
it
we
was
all
just me,
did.
man. I think
Right,
that's
cool.
just
That's just us, but we gonna get the jokes off.
I
You
did
know,
not look at nobody's underwear.
I don't know why he ain't crop it out. He all right. Grease good.
You can find me at on Twitter at Just Call Me Spence. That's JUS Call Me Spence, SPENC. February 8th, man. Views from the 7th annual Pajama Jam. February 8th. Get your tickets. You can find the podcast on Twitter, Views from the 7. Instagram, TikTok, Views from the _7. Facebook, Views from the 7.
For another week.
Get it how you live, baby. And YouTube, View 7 Network. Till next week, we up out of here. Peace.
Peace.